Oh, okay. That was not as loud as I thought it would be.
It's never really loud for me. You're the only one that says it's loud.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it exactly. I think it's like my computer volume. Anyway, look, that's not important right now. Ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary folks, and demons from which. Anyway, welcome.
Arachnids,
He said arachnids, sentient arachnids.
scorpions specifically.
Scorpions are arachnids?
Yeah, I think ticks are too.
Hmm. No way.
Well, I mean, ticks are technically parasites, but I'm
Nah,
pretty
I'm looking
sure.
up the ticks. Why did I? Oh my god! I put tickets, arachnids, and it says Spider Man. No Way Home. Let's see. Ticks are commonly thought of as insects. They're actually arachnids. Like, oh,
I think it's the number of legs and the shapes
yeah.
of
Four pairs of
insects that makes
legs
them. Yeah.
and no antenna.
Oh yeah,
Insects
I
have
think about it,
one pair of
spiders don't
antenna.
have antennas.
Huh.
Look
I
at
do
me
look at that.
knowing arachnid facts.
I look at knowing classifications of the class, order, and phylums.
Yeah, I'm a regular entomologist.
Is that what they call them?
You know,
And entomology. Let me look.
entomologist or
It is. You
entomologist.
really do. Oh, you really do this shit.
Yeah.
Nah, you really like that.
I used to watch Animal Planet as a kid. I'm smarts. I'm
Yo,
very intelligent.
you know what's so sad? I seen it the other day. When I think there was like a Discovery Channel commercial or for like their like streaming platform or whatever it is, and I
Discovery
was
as a
just like,
streaming platform, yeah.
Yes, thank you. That's the same thing I said. But then I was just like, damn, look how far the mighty have fallen, like what could possibly be on the Discovery Plus streaming platform?
Shark Week, but year round. That's all they
Uh,
got going for them.
I was just like, dog, Discovery Channel used to go crazy. They used to be like American National Geographic, basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
I was just like, damn, man, mighty really have fallen. And then I
They
started
had
thinking about,
Dirty Jobs with Mike Rowe, whatever his name
hmm
is.
hmm
What they, wait, is River Monsters Discovery or Animal Planet? It's probably Animal Planet.
that's a good question, but it might be Animal Planet. I'm not sure.
It
Um,
definitely has Shark Week, obviously.
yeah, of course, of course. I'm just looking like I'm literally looking at the thing now, like Discovery Channel shows, and it's showing like a lot of the newer ones, and I couldn't tell you what any of these are. Like Naked and Afraid. Okay, that was like the last hurrah. That
It
was
just
like,
still comes on like new episodes.
they got Naked and Afraid of Love now.
What?
I wish I was joking.
They made a dating episode. I mean, a dating season of Naked and Afraid.
Yeah,
They be
unfortunately,
fucking on live TV.
they used to have they used to have American Chopper. I remember that. Deadliest Catch, Dirty Jobs. Let's
Ice
see what
Road Truckers.
that's probably on here somewhere. I don't see it, but what else they had? They had Moonshiners, Mythbusters. I don't know what
Oh yeah,
Moonshiners is.
Mythbusters.
Street
That was a good
Outlaws. They had a whole bunch of games. That's 2013. Okay, see, 2013 was like right around the time where like I feel like they ran out because it was like really it was when Mythbusters ended. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, it was Mythbusters, Dirty Jobs, Ice Road Truckers,
Yeah,
and
Mythbusters stopped in 2015 and 2016. 2016 was the last season. So it's like literally a couple years before that. Like it's just a shame though, because Discovery Channel used to have that shit. They used to have
Animal Planet fell off too.
oh yeah, yeah, a lot of them did. Oh, how does it work? How it's made and all of that. That shit used to go crazy. I used to watch like that shit was like soothing because it was just quiet as hell. He'd just be walking you through the process. Planet
The last
Earth. Oh
show that
yeah,
I
that one was
watched
crazy.
on Animal Planet was Monsters Inside Me. That was my show.
Yo, they had this show on Animal Planet where it was like this like green background and they would like show these weird
Most Extreme.
that was what it was. Thank you. I'm so glad you know because it was
That was
gonna
my
bother the
favorite
hell out
show
of
as
me.
a kid.
That shit used to go
It
crazy,
was
yo.
like the first show ever to have listicles. Like you know how in 2016 and 17 everybody was into listicles and Watch Mojo and fucking
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, 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 yeah. I was like, I
BuzzFeed.
don't know what a listicle is, but once you said Watch Mojo, I was like, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, Most Extreme was a whole show that they would just pick a topic like world's deadliest animals and they would have a top 10 list that lasted an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Or
It's
they
just
would
like,
pick like the cutest animals or like the
All right,
dirtiest
boom.
animals.
So you ever wonder who could jump the furthest? You like,
Here's
no,
top 10
got
animals.
you.
The most
Got you.
venomous animals on the planet. Here, take it. It's the fucking snail.
You said proportionally the strongest animals in the world. Apparently, rhinoceros beetle is
Yeah,
proportionally the strongest animal in the world.
the niggas can lift like hundreds, maybe thousands of pounds more
Oh,
than
okay.
they weigh.
And they've been claimed to 850 times their own weight. That's kind of
Yeah.
nuts. Now that I think about, like, what? Like, I'm
But a
trying to
human can
just,
do that. Think about that.
I can, but I just choose not to because that shit was scared of hoes.
I
It would
mean,
for
with that
sure
kind of
scare the hoes.
power, it don't matter who you scaring.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, if you in it for the hose, I'm in it for the rhinoceros beetle strength.
I mean, I already got it, so it's not like I'm in it for that. I'm trying to think.
I got a crab
800,
thing,
850 times my own weight is
whatever.
200,000 pounds. 100
Yeah, nigga,
tons.
like
If I could lift 100 tons, yo, that is nuts.
think about how much money you can make just lifting heavy shit. You can become a side attraction, circus freak.
Oh,
You
hold on,
can
I got you.
charge people.
List of things that weigh 100 tons. A Boeing 750.
Damn,
Nigga,
that's big.
I could pick up a Boeing. I could pick up Air Force One or a locomotive engine, depending on the size.
Imagine you just walk on the fucking tarmac and pick up Air Force One and kidnap the president. You
Not
pick
even
up the
pick up
whole
everyone.
plane.
Niggas move like, yo, we need to hurry. All right, I need to clear some ice. I got you. Hold on. You just pick the plane up. All right, now go ahead, sweep underneath it. Come on. So you think there's like a obviously if you can pick up 850 times your own weight, you can't just like sustain that forever, right? I'm sure like at some point that shit gonna hurt. Like, so how long can I pick up a space shuttle?
I mean, it's weird. Humans not made for that, you know, so like highly durable.
Oh, you know, I don't got an exoskeleton. Well, first off, I could pick up that much. I feel like my muscles would be different. Like, yeah,
You
it
would
would
think
have to be.
that you're so like I don't know, it's weird. Cause like if you think about like superheroes, right? And you think about niggas that are super strong,
Mm-hmm.
what people don't think about is that niggas that have like super strength and super speed, they also have other powers that come with that. Because if you just had super strength, your body wouldn't be able
Oh
to
yeah, yeah,
contain that strength and you would like rip your ligaments and your bones would pop
yeah.
out of your skin. So you gotta
Yeah,
have like some type of healing or some type of
yeah,
invulnerability to
exactly.
go with that. So if you
Some
lifted a
extreme
hundred
recovery or
tons,
something.
you gotta have something to go with that.
Yeah, that's like you ever see them things like it's like that. It's like you get 10 pills or something. It's like you'll pick your superpower, and it's always a bunch of them. And then it's just like Batman, be a rich nigga. Like, and I'm like that one. I'm picking that one. I don't care about that other
What else
shit.
do I need? I don't need to fly or be super strong.
Because my problem is right. If you pick the other power, you still gotta earn your living, and I'm just not finna do that.
Yeah,
Like if I have super strength, I still gotta go be a football player. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
I still gotta go use the super strength. Like be a sideshow nigga. Yo, y'all want to see me
Or
pick
you
up a
could just be
car?
a villain and just walk into a bank and rip the fucking armory open and
Yeah,
just
but
walk
then
out
I
with
can't
money.
live the life I want to live because I'm every time niggas see me, they know I'm the guy who just rips vaults off.
You just
off.
rip safes open.
Yeah,
Here comes Mr. Safe Ripper, man. All right.
that's the shit
Let's
where the
just
security
open it
guards.
for him.
Come on, oh, I just got, bro. I just started working here, yo. Come on.
Bro, why'd you even back? Did you spend all the money from last time? It's been a week. Like, what
He
are you
said, bro,
on?
that shit, they don't even shoot at you. They just be dismayed. We just,
Discombobulated.
yo, go ahead, man. I can't believe this shit. I'll call the police once you leave. He said, all
With
right,
super
bro.
strength, you gotta have. If you're gonna be a villain, you gotta have invulnerability too. Because, like, well, I mean, I would
Yeah, you
assume if
dumb
you got
strong
super
and just
strength,
get.
you got super dense strength, super dense skin. So, like, bullets don't go through your skin. Maybe niggas gotta shoot you with a rocket launcher or something.
I hope so.
I'd definitely
Yeah,
be a
nah,
villain.
that and then like it's always some weird ones like the power to go invisible. I'm like, I don't want that. It's like all these are cool. Like every power is
The
cool.
only reason anybody would want the power to go invisible is to be a pervert.
I'm gonna say to go into the girls' bathroom.
That's the only thing.
No, invisibility would help in a lot. I mean, can you imagine like looking at the tape stuff like a robbery and the nigga invisible? He just
Oh yeah,
okay. See, look. So right here,
like
right here.
a bank and
Mm-hmm.
can now if I'm the power of the I need it something I touch because I can't just I can't and see money fly. I need to touch money become invisible too when I'm
Nah,
walking
actually,
out.
I think yeah. I don't know. I don't know which one's more terrifying actually. Like I was thinking about, like imagine you working at you a bank teller, you just see the door swing open and ain't nobody there.
No, that'd be terrifying. I don't think the bank's haunted.
Nigga just um okay, okay.
And then the register
Hmm.
right next to you pop open and bills start floating in the air.
Yeah, the bills start getting crumpled out and crinkled out. You like, oh nah. But remember, you're just invisible. So like like when you can feel the heat of another person, you can
Mm-hmm.
still feel a person there. You're
The
like,
nigga heard the
nah,
footsteps of you walking up.
I
Well, at that
don't
point, you
like
would
it.
still just think it's a ghost. You don't think it's an invisible thing. I
That
mean,
shit will blow your
maybe
shit.
a ghost is an invisible thing.
Talk to him. All right. So I guess since we on the topic of ghosts, I guess maybe ain't really the same thing, but
What
I guess we could
what the
talk
fuck
about
do we
Evil
have
Dead.
about
It
ghosts?
ain't no ghosts in there. Yeah, it ain't no ghosts in Evil Dead, but it's scary
Demons, close enough.
beings from ethereal origins and whatnot.
From the depths of hell, probably.
Yeah, I remember somebody was talking about I think who was it? They were talking about Janemba from Dragon Ball Z, and they were like trying to define a demon, and I was like, listen, dog, it's an eye test. If you look like one, you look like. Come on now, maybe
Yeah,
that's
Janemba, nigga,
discriminatory against demons.
they were in a spiritual world, and a nigga with sharp teeth, pointy eyes, a tail, and sharp fingernails. That's a demon.
Yeah, he was literally the living definition of evil. I mean, if that
Yeah,
again, he passes the eye test. Like
fuck
that's
yeah,
all I'm
like you
saying.
say, he's the living definition of evil. That nigga, he's the demon lord. He's top demon.
Oh, they got a dark Janemba? Where the hell is the dark Janemba?
Do he look different?
He's just like dark.
That's racist.
Oh, this is from Xenoverse too. Okay,
Oh, okay, so
it's not like lore or
doesn't
nothing.
matter.
Should look kind of cool though.
Xenoverse got a bunch of like extra characters that look cool.
It says Super Saiyan Pycon. You like hello?
Super Saiyan Pycon. He's not even a Saiyan. I'll just
It's
be
like
doing
nah,
whatever.
we was just trying shit out.
Oh, Darjan and do look cool as fuck though. Damn.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
about to
this
say
nigga,
nah, I do go kind of hard.
oh,
But
this
yeah,
nigga
anyway.
sexy.
Um, so Evil Dead. It's funny because I was watching some dude doing like a little meta thing about the tips and tricks of the game, and it's a lot that they don't tell you.
Was it Sling Point?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's the nigga I used to watch when we were playing Resident Evil.
Back for
Uh
Blood and all that.
no, we were playing that one game, Resident Evil, the top down where it was the mastermind.
Oh, the RE, no, not RE verse. Resistance.
Yeah, Resident Evil Resistance, yeah.
Speaking of it, where is RE verse?
Oh, they must have gave that shit up. I don't fucking know. I'm fucking
Yeah,
disappointed because I was looking forward to a first person shooter multiplayer Resident Evil game. That sounds crazy.
yeah. It was delayed to 2022, but we are halfway through 2022, and
And there's been no new news, so we can just assume that it is probably dead. They couldn't work out the kinks.
well, they said the Stadia, like the I don't know how to describe
The
Stadia, the
Google
Google Stadia
Stadia?
version. Yeah, that one was scheduled to arrive with Resident Evil Village. That one just got rated by their European ratings board. That was like a week and a half ago. So I
The
guess
Google
there's.
Stadia isn't even a system anymore.
Mm,
Google Google stopped working on it. Like it's done.
did they
Yeah, Stadia, they
shut
canned
down
it.
Res Man? It means it doesn't offer a compelling line of exclusives, or no. So it's not dead. It's just they're not making new games. Like they're not making anything.
That's what I meant. Yeah, like they're not putting anything behind it. It's just there.
Well, I mean, it look like they still supporting it. They're just not developing anything. They shut down their first party development studio, so they're not making
Uh,
nothing for the Stadia, but
I mean,
they'll
as long
take
as they're
your
still
game and
supporting
put
it.
it on there. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
That was not a good endeavor for Google. I'm gonna say that y'all
I
failed
mean, it
that.
was interesting. It was an interesting concept. I think it was a little bit ahead of its
What
time.
we're
Like my thing
capable of
is,
right now.
the problem is, it's like Mr. Google, which is hilarious because I remember I used to work with this nonprofit, and the billionaire that we had, he used to always say Mr. Google. He used to write letters to whoever the Google CEO was, and he would literally put Mr. Google. And I was
Is he
like, yo,
not?
rich niggas are insane.
You couldn't even like Google the CEO of
No,
Google.
he knew
You know,
who
just
he knew who the person's name
and
was.
he still purposely
He would
put
just write
Mr.
it was
Google.
yeah, it was like I forgot what his name was. It was like he was Indian. That's all I remember. But he was the CEO of Alphabet.
Racially motivated.
No, no, he just was angry at being censored, so he just was going to disrespect you.
Mr. Google. I would
So
have
Mr.
words with thee.
Google, he said, "My name is Sundar." Yeah, yeah, yeah. Listen, Google guy. Okay, Google man. That's his power. I am Google man. Any fact you need to know, I know off top.
It's a decent power, actually.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Yo, you going how to be a millionaire? You rack up.
Oh yeah, that's an easy power to get money with
Yeah,
too.
you a game show king, dog.
Yeah, that'd
um,
be a crazy power.
but yeah, no. So I think Stadia. Part of the reason why it didn't work was the big issue is just like, bro, not everybody has good enough internet access, and your Google. Like, if y'all were to address that issue and get all of us some good broadband, maybe this would be a better endeavor. But you know, that
Now
would
you know
also
damn well.
yeah, no, exactly. So that's the real big issue. Is the fact that y'all niggas are not gonna. Yeah, that you know what's funny though? You see this a lot. You see this happen a lot where it's like, damn, if only you capitalists were willing to put some of y'all money towards some shit that literally benefits you. Like, yes, I know it directly benefits the people who have good broadband, right? But it's like, no. If you got a cloud-based gaming service, nigga, they can't do it on these musty connections that they got. And they're like, well, I guess we just going to give it up. And you just like, oh my
Y'all
god.
could literally provide internet for the whole country
Yeah, and it
if y'all
wouldn't mean
wanted to.
that much to y'all. Y'all would get great PR. Y'all, it would work. It would always work. But I get it. I get it. What would the investors think?
I would rather have our project fail than help these musty broke ass niggas get better internet. Goofy.
He said, I can't. Elon Musk promised me he never delivered.
That nigga always promises some shit.
He said, well, see, that's different between me and him. I ain't promising you nothing, nigga. You ain't getting it.
You know what? Fuck it. Y'all can't get this game either. I'm taking Stadia back.
All of it back. Y'all pay $10 for the pro. And actually, there was a pro version. You know, I
There
ain't
was
even
a
gonna look into
pro
it. Don't
Stadia?
I
What?
don't care. Don't
Ain't
care.
no fucking
Not gonna
way.
look into it. I remember looking into it at one point, and it's not bad. Like again, if you have the consistent connection for it, it's. I would argue it's almost worth it. I don't want to
Yeah.
say it is, but it seemed like it was worth it from what I was reading. I was like, nah, if you got a stable enough connection, you got like good speeds, yeah, no, it's worth it. You save yourself the space. You don't need a gigantic rig, all that other stuff. Yeah, but
But some people want that. They want to stream games in 4K and be able to make all these adjustments that you can make on PC. Whereas Stadia wasn't even getting 4K. They were getting 1080p.
yeah, yeah, and like you said, there wasn't in terms of the adjustment, you were kind of beholden to
Whatever
whatever
the
was
game
there.
has, you
Yeah,
can't make your own adjustments. Like basically, it's like console. Console is limited to whatever niggas decide to let you do. Like Rainbow Six recently let you FOV. Siege has been out since like 2015, and in 2022, we're just
yeah.
getting
I was
the
about to say
ability to change the
Siege. That's
FOV.
nuts. I can
Yeah,
understand with Siege though, because like it's such a competitive game. Changing the FOV probably would change the meta to a degree.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So like, it was needed.
Yeah, it's something that they probably should have did a lot earlier instead of now.
Yeah, like I played it earlier, and it feels like a whole different game. I remember the first time I changed FOV on Battlefield, and that shit, it felt like it was literally moving faster, just because you could see more of the screen when
Hmm.
you're running around.
Oh yeah, even when I changed it on Apex, I was just like, oh, this is oh. I'm
Yeah,
like, oh.
every game needs to let you change the field of view in 2022.
But I ain't gonna hold you. We definitely started with Evil Dead. We ain't even really get to that. But yeah. So Evil Dead. I'm not gonna hold you. I didn't watch any of these movies. You know, I'm not a horror guy. Two,
I
these movies
watched
are
all of them,
yeah,
and I watched
two.
part of the show.
Two, these movies are old as hell. Well, at least the originals. I know they had newer ones in
The
2013.
remake was good too,
What was that?
very bloody.
2013 one.
Yeah,
Uh, okay, it was directed by Sam Raimi. Why does that name sound familiar? Oh, he did the
um,
Spider-Man trilogy. Okay, that makes sense.
Sam Raimi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did Multiverse of Madness too.
Don't care, didn't ask. Plus, he made
The
Multiverse
the
of
dude Doctor
Madness.
Strange movie, and he
Yeah.
did Drag Me to Hell. You can whenever you watch a Sam Raimi movie, you know it's a Sam Raimi movie because he has a very specific way of filming, and the way he does horror is very you can tell. Like even in Multiverse of Madness, I could see Sam Raimi's fingerprints all over it, and
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love his type of horror. That's why Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2 are cult classics, just because they perfectly combine horror and comedy and like grotesque over the top violence.
I'll tell you what though. Um, the one thing I do appreciate about this game is that one, it's pretty well polished. They put it together
Yeah,
pretty well.
that's that's what I was saying. I'm like genuinely shocked at how well put together this game is. Cause like whenever you see a game like this made by a small studio, and it's not even full price, it's $40. You thinking it's gonna come out and it's gonna be a janky mess piece of shit that over time they're gonna
Mm-hmm. I was
patch
like,
and
look, bro, I
fix and
wanted to take your $40. All right.
yeah. I thought it was gonna be like I love Dead by Daylight, but when they first came out, it wasn't what it is today. It was janky and full of bugs. When Dead by Daylight first came out, that shit was a totally different game. Friday the 13th, that shit was a buggy, hot mess. So that's what I was expecting going into it, and I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I think this genre is only gonna get bigger because niggas aren't missing. To be honest, like
Yeah,
people aren't really taking it on unless they feel like they can do it right.
yeah,
And I'm sure there's probably some exceptions. I can't think of one right now. Um, but like even Dragon Ball Breakers, like that didn't even pop up yet. I don't know where the hell that is. Knowing that shit, that's probably gonna be like a Japan only release or some shit. We ain't gonna never get it.
no, it's coming out here.
Yeah.
I'm
So
excited
just
to see what they do with that. No, I don't know. It's not gonna be scary, obviously, because it's like in fucking daytime in the middle of the city.
you bugging Cell, scary as hell.
It's not just Cell. You can play as Frieza or Boo.
I'm not scared of Frieza. He racist. Racist niggas don't scare me.
You're not scared of Boo?
Who's racist?
No, he's just
Oh
he's
no,
just
he's just a pink fat nigga. No, I'm not scared. Oh no, it's not the fat boo.
no,
It's
it's
Kid Boo, isn't
Kid
it?
Boo. It's
Oh okay.
the most reckless nigga in history.
The Unga Boonga.
The fucking don't give a fuck nigga. Just kill people,
Hey, that's the pink ape.
and he don't talk. That's more terrifying than Cell. This nigga don't talk. He just blow up planets.
He a pink ape. Cell is just like a old Victorian nigga that talk wild spicy.
But I like Cell. It's my nigga. Hopefully he's in the new Dragon Ball movie.
Um, yeah, that is interesting. I think about the Dragon Ball movie, but what was I gonna say about Evil Dead? But yeah, no, I think more niggas are trying this method because I think a lot of franchises are realizing like if you got enough characters, bro, you can always do something with this.
Yeah,
Like,
literally.
and that's all it ever comes down to. Like perfect example is like I mean Nintendo. Nintendo could easily steal this idea and freak it. You know what I'm saying? Like now they're not going
Yeah,
to because Nintendo doesn't give a shit about anything. But
you can have a game like this with Ganondorf as the killer or as the
mm-hmm.
villain or whatever.
Yeah, get you a Ganondorf, a Waluigi. like a what's the word I'm looking for? It's not like an objective critique. It's subjective. It's personal. Um, I'm sick and tired of these fucking jump scares. I tell you that right now.
And I knew that's what it was gonna be.
You knew that's what it was gonna be. I'm sick of it. I know they're in the film, so that's why I said this is a subjective one because it's the whole point of I don't care. I don't care. I have a long history of hating jump scares from the first time I seen one up until now. And
You remember the first jump scare you ever saw?
I do very vividly.
How is that even possible?
It's very possible. I remember it because that shit changed my life from that day forward. I
It
wasn't the same
changed
man.
your life. What
No,
was
but
what was the
it,
jump scare?
so it was.
Was it the bitch from The Exorcist on the screen?
No, that was like that was in like the first 10, but that wasn't one of the.
First 10. This nigga has compiled a list in his head of
No, I
all the jump
remember the
scares.
first two. The second one actually did more damage than the first one. The first one was Nosferatu, which is hilarious. But you gotta understand, a jump
That
scare.
ugly, bald,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
buck-tooth fang,
The thing with a
pointy
jump
ear
scare
nigga.
though that people fail to realize is like it don't really gotta even be scary. It's
It's
just
just
it's
the
it's it's
sharp
so sudden.
noise.
It's the
Yeah.
noise, it's the suddenness of a picture changing. That's all it takes, bro. You can literally put up like a pony and make it make a horse neighing sound. But if you just make it mad loud and mad sudden, you're catching niggas. But no, the first one, it was I think I told you this before, but it was a Where's Waldo one. So you already know how this shit go. You looking at a picture, where's Waldo? So I'm looking in the picture and I'm like, hey, wait, hold up. What fit did Waldo? He was in there with the stripes, right? Okay, bet. I'm looking, I'm like, man, this nigga not in here, boy. Where he at? I'm looking mad hard, like 30, 40 seconds. I'm like, my face damn near in the screen. I'm like, damn, boy, I
Yo,
don't
where
see
the
him.
fuck is Waldo?
Bro, this nigga good. I tell you what, he good because, and as I'm in the middle of like talking to myself, the Nosferatu pop up and the niggas start hollering. When I tell you, I was at my, because my brother was sitting on like in the computer
Like,
chair, and
were
I'm
you doing where's oh you were doing Where's Waldo on the computer, not in the book.
yeah, no, this is on the computer. This is Liquid Generation. I don't know if for those who know,
Uh
they know.
yeah.
Uh, but yeah, so I was on there, and I apparently again my brother knew he was in the sabotage section. It's called
Yeah.
sabotage for a reason. Now I didn't know. I'm just thinking we finding Waldo, and that
Those
was
were the
really what.
days we used to force niggas to watch terrible shit on the internet. You know how many
Oh
people I got
yeah,
with Two Girls, One Cup and Jar Squatter? The
yeah. I
pain
see.
a
I never
nigga.
saw no jar or none of that. I did see the Two Girls One Cup, and I was eating a McChicken at the time. You know how angry, bro. I couldn't fit. Anyway, look, I'm, I'm gonna stick with this one for a second, right? Um, so yeah, literally, I'm sitting there, and I got my face like right in front of the screen, and you know the Nosferatu pop up, screen come. When I tell you, I jumped back like a full like 2-3 yards, um, and like slammed my back on his door, and I covered my ears, started screaming. I dropped down to my knees. I fell to my
This
knees when
nigga
the alarm
fell to
came.
his knees. Nigga was
No, the funny shit is I dropped to
hornswoggled.
my knees and got up instantly. Like it was like a just frame. Like he instant my knees hit the ground. I got, it was like one frame of recovery between me hitting the ground and me getting back up. And I got right back up and I sprinted out the room. And I remember I could hear my brother laughing while I was running, but I just kept running.
This
I
nigga
just
ran from a computer screen.
nah,
What did you think he was gonna come out the screen?
dog. It didn't. You gotta understand. There was no precedent for this up until that time. Like the only precedent for that was like what, like a movie and you know what I'm saying? You know the movie scene where somebody in the refrigerator they close the door and the nigga stand like that's the only comparable precedent. But those are like you expecting that because you watching a horror movie. You know what I'm saying? If I'm watching Evil Dead, then I'm expecting to get you know what I mean? Like, but if I'm playing Where's Waldo, nigga, nah, sorry. Nah, nigga. And so that was the first one. And I remember that shit vividly because I remember after that, I ain't trust my brothers. I ain't trust technology. I ain't trust the screen. It was the one where I'd be on the computer, like looking like halfway away at the screen.
This nigga on the desktop, you trying to get to apps, looking
Yeah, bro,
terrible.
I couldn't do nothing. I'm trying to play Age of Empires. I'm just scared to look at the screen for longer than 30 seconds. That shit had terrorized me. And that was the first one. The second one I seen was one of them What's Wrong with This Room type joints, type beat, yeah, type beat. And this one,
Them was good ones. I like those.
but that one caught me only because of like the graphicness of the picture. I knew it. Like I'm sitting there looking at the picture, and and it's dead silent. I'm like, nah, I know how
Something
this
not
shit
right
works.
here. Nah,
Yeah,
this.
like I'm like, nah, they gonna fry me. I see that. And so what happens was, you looking at this room, looking at this room, looking at this room, dead silent. They got a whole bunch of different variations of it, but the one I seen was you just staring, you looking at this room, and the room look a little sus. It don't even look sus. It's just what's gonna happen, like what's coming, and then you see like the window shake a little bit, and you look at the window, you like, what the fuck? And then the window shaking, it stops shaking, and then shake a little bit more, and it stop. And then it shake a little more, and then finally the window raise up just a little bit. So of course at this point your eyes is focused, laser focused on that window, like what the fuck going on there, boy? And I'll never forget. It was like I don't know what the picture was. It might have been from like a movie or something. I have no idea, but it was this dude with like his face was like OD bloody, and he had like I guess it was like nails or knives or something through his face, through his head, all types of stuff.
Oh,
Um,
it's probably from Hellraiser. It
nah,
was
it
the
wasn't
nigga getting his
Hellraiser.
face pulled
Wasn't
apart.
oh, I don't know. Maybe I have
No,
no
not
idea.
like not
Yeah,
Pinhead,
not
but it
Pinhead.
was a
Yeah.
nigga getting tortured by Pinhead. It was probably
Uh,
the nigga had hooks pulling his face apart.
let me see. I don't know. I'd have to look. Hellraiser blood. Ooh, no, it wasn't that one. That one's a little that one's a little wild. But no, it wasn't that one. I don't know. I don't know. If I seen that picture again, I'd probably start crying now. I ain't gonna hold you. Um,
I gotta
but
find
it's
the
some
picture.
wild ones up here. Oh my goodness. But nah, but anywho, it was um it was some nutty one. And I remember like just the graphicness of the picture cooked me. Like, because again, like the Nosferatu, I seen one, they had one with like Michael Jackson. That one, like, again, it's a jump scare. It's gonna work just because a super zoomed in picture of Michael Jackson and him screaming. Like, yeah, it's gonna work. But then when I seen that one cooked me because the face was insane. Like I seen that face and I was like, yo, hello. But
I
then
gotta see this picture.
the scream never stopped. Like some of them, it was like after like 5 seconds, the scream would stop and it would go away, and he'd be like, "Oh, you want to play again or whatever." Like
Oh yeah,
this scream kept going until you exited out,
yeah. That Exorcist one does not stop.
and
I
it just
hated
like
that
it was
one.
just like, and it just kept going. So like my thing is, nigga, you be terrified, you leave or you try to run away, and that bitch is still
It's
going.
still screaming.
You in the other room, knowing he's still on your screen, still yelling at you, and he not leaving. And so literally you gotta force you. All right, yo, look, you gonna come in that room, you gonna have to see that face because that X gonna be somewhere in that corner, bro. It's full screen, so you you know how this shit go. But that one cooked me, like for sure, for sure. That one, there was another one where the funny thing is I never even saw that one. There's another one that I didn't see. I didn't even see the visual. I just heard the sound. The sound alone, like, almost made me doodle myself. I was just like, I just don't like the sound. It just sounds sinister.
How the
But
fuck you almost doodle
no,
yourself?
I didn't like actual Mathilda, but like the sound scared the shit out of me. Like I was just like, nah, I don't. Like again, I didn't even see it. I never saw the actual jump scare. I was in the other room and I just knew what was happening. And then
Hmm.
the sound came and that shit still shook me. I'm like, oh, y'all man, go ahead with this shit, yo. Um, but yeah, nah. I'm not a fan of. I feel like jump scares are so cheap. It's the cheapest form of horror, and that's why I hate jump scares.
Hmm.
I mean, don't get me wrong. That's why I hate a lot of horror in general because a lot of horror is just cheap. Now, obviously, I don't watch enough to tell what's not and what is, but listen, a lot of that shit is cheap. A lot of it's like low hanging fruit. You know what I mean? It's just like, all
I
right, let's
can't
just go.
remember the last time that I was actually scared of
Yeah,
a horror
nigga, you
movie.
watch
I'm
horror movies
just
all the time.
yeah. At this point, they're
Okay.
just
Ooh,
entertaining.
Iron Heart. Ooh, the strongest man on earth. I don't give a fuck, boy.
I mean, I wasn't saying that to flex. I was agreeing
Nah,
with
you
you
was saying
saying
that the
that
flex. You was indirectly
horror.
flexing, nigga. You not
Yeah.
slick.
So like I
Watch when
was
I get my
saying,
superpowers and I get my super strength. I'm gonna show you horror.
horror not really scary no more. It's just violence and niggas getting killed. It's not.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
no
exactly.
scary elements to it. Like I think the last horror movie that scared me was the first Insidious, and that's because I
Hmm.
went into the movie completely blind and I didn't see no trailers or nothing. And the
Like you
first time
couldn't
I
you
saw
couldn't see
that
while the movie
demon
was
with the
playing.
red face in the corner, that shit was terrifying. You said what?
Nah, I'm sorry, I was making a joke. Making a
That's
little
crazy.
jokey joke.
But no, yeah, I
But
haven't like trying to think of a movie that scared me like in the last, I don't know, 7 or 8 years. But anyway, yeah,
you
back to
said
what
the
you were saying.
first paranormal got him.
Oh yeah, the first Paranormal scared the shit
Yeah.
out of me because when I saw it, I thought it was real because I was in high school, I was an idiot, and
Yeah.
I thought it was like real found footage. Like, damn, they found this and they showing us
Yeah,
this.
nah, facts.
So like, imagine watching that movie and thinking it's real. Like you watching the girl stand there and then it's nothing behind her, but her hair just move, or like random pictures just getting claw marks in them
You
and
just
random pictures showing up
you said
burn.
what's that?
Yeah,
I ain't
no,
see that. Nah, stop telling me I ain't see that.
I thought that movie was real, and that shit scared the fuck out of me for
Nah.
weeks until I
What was the other
realized it
one?
wasn't real.
There was one. And it's funny because this movie. Oh, Reese was on a date. I'm crying.
Oh man, a
Date.
date.
Oh man. But I remember what was that movie? It was the one with it was like a found footage type beat. And it was what's her name? The woman from Ultraviolet and Resident Evil.
Mila
Mila
Jokovic,
Jovovich
Jova,
Jokic. I don't know.
Jokic.
It was hold on, let me look it up. The Fourth Kind. There we go.
Oh yeah, with the aliens. Yeah,
But yeah, and don't get me wrong, that movie was not that good, but it didn't matter,
it
right?
was
Because
based
it
on a
was
true story and found the way it was presented.
yeah, exactly. It was just the way it was presented, and I was just like, "Hey, yo!" Like I was like, "Nah." Yo. But it was a lot of them found footage ones that did it for niggas. Like you said, niggas was
Yeah,
naive and just dumb and just.
there
But
was this
he's the
one
worst.
movie that I still watch to this day called The Last Exorcism, and
Mm.
it's a found footage movie. And the reason I like it so much is because throughout the entire movie, the priest doesn't believe that the girl is actually possessed. She thinks that she's mentally ill. But at the end of the movie, we found out that literally everything was real, and the entire town is a cult that had a demon impregnate this girl so that um, a demon could be born on Earth. And at the end of the movie, everybody ends up getting killed. And I love the subversion of a possession movie where the niggas don't actually think that the person's possessed, and at the end, no, she was really possessed.
Yeah, I mean, like, but to me, that's terror, and that's the feeling that
Yeah,
a lot of movies don't bother with anymore. Like, they're just like, look, I'm not trying to terrorize you niggas no more.
yeah, that's what
Literally,
we
you know
need.
what you're
That's what
here for.
horror needs. Horror needs terror. It needs atmosphere. It needs some buildup. I'm not
Like,
trying to
you gotta
see a
put me
nigga
there.
just get. If a nigga's getting slaughtered in the first 5 minutes, cool. But I need a little bit more than that. I
Yeah, like
can't just
slaughtering
be.
niggas ain't enough. Like, oh no, the girl's possessed. That's not enough. Like, bro, it's just simple low hanging fruit that comes out. Like, not
Yeah,
every time, but it's like niggas just know. Like, all right, I got a script. Okay, let me guess. Let me guess. I'm gonna name 10 things, and of the 10 things I name, 7 will be in your movie, and it just be. That's exactly what it be. I'm trying to think. I'm trying. What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? But yeah, so that's really my issue with a lot of horror movies. It's just that they do, it's like the jump scares. It's you know what I think about? I always think about like Blair Witch Project. Like I remember at the time when it came out, it was pretty scary. I
everybody
ain't gonna
thought it
hold
was
you.
real,
Yeah,
just like Paranormal Activity.
but yeah, the biggest thing was niggas thought it was real, and I think the found footage genre works. It's just again, you gotta try harder, and a lot of
Hmm.
them ones don't. Like I remember, what was it, REC, uh,
Wreck.
yeah, or record, record
Yeah,
whatever it is. Um, that like I remember watching VHS, and that shit didn't do nothing to me. Like I was like, huh, okay. But then
VHS, the anthology series.
no, like VHS is like the VHS is like the American one.
No, that's you talking about Quarantine.
Oh yeah. No, no, no,
VHS
no, no.
is that movie that's like
Oh
it's
I get
about
what
an
you're
evil
saying.
videotape that like makes people go insane, and there's like I want to say 3 or 4 different stories
Okay,
inside
yeah,
the
and there's
movie.
like 2 or 3. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm thinking of something else.
Quarantine was the movie with the reporter
Yeah,
that went to the
Quarantine was
house and they got
ass.
trapped in there.
Quarantine
I
was
didn't mind it.
ass. I mean, well,
No,
not it
Wreck
was,
is
but like
obviously
it wasn't
better.
scary at all.
Oh
Like,
yeah, no, that wasn't scary at all. Yeah, no.
and that's the thing. Like after watching, Wreck,
The
and then
original.
yeah, because Wreck was OD. I was like, oh
Nigga, I have
nah.
vivid memories of the first time I saw not even Wreck, the second one, Wreck 2, where it was from the police perspective when they went into the house. And
Mm-hmm.
it was still found footage. It was like cameras mounted on the police helmets.
Mm-hmm.
I have vivid memories of watching them stick a flashbang in this old lady's mouth and blow her fucking head apart.
Mm-hmm.
Just shit like that just was not in quarantine.
Yeah, like Quarantine, you could say was just super toned down. And it's just like, dog, I don't understand what y'all getting. But I remember we watched it in Jordan Theater, and I ain't gonna hold you. Everything in that theater hit better. Like, I remember the first time we seen Pacific Rim, I was like, yo, this is the best movie of all time, bro. I was like, yo, you can't beat this. Like, there ain't no big robot mecha movie ever gonna beat this, my nigga. Like, I
The
mean, and
theaters really
truthfully,
do be doing that.
no robot mecha movie has been better than Pacific, in my opinion. But,
I mean, how many robot mech movies have come out since Pacific Rim 1 or
Yo, you
2?
know what's funny? Why haven't we gotten a live action Gundam yet? What's going on with that? I don't want to hear it. I mean, I probably don't want to see it. Y'all probably gonna ruin it. But like,
They
I,
probably do got
I'm just
live action
shocked.
Gundam in Japan. It just ain't make its way over here.
I'm just shocked that there's never been a Gundam movie. But I guess it's kind of because, well, no, that doesn't. Maybe
Google
because
it.
I'm
I'm
thinking
pretty
like,
sure there's been a Gundam movie. We just not getting it.
oh, look at that. Netflix's live action Gundam movie is here as well.
Oh my god, that shit about to be ass. It's Netflix. Come on, yo.
Hmm.
When it come out though, so I can
I'm
not
reading it.
watch
Hold
it.
on. No release date, and literally only thing that they ever dropped was one concept image,
Uh,
looking like it was a Michael Bay film and shit.
Netflix stays taking anime and making live action versions of it, and then they don't be good. They made a live action Death Note mid. They made a live action One Piece, which isn't out yet, but it's probably gonna be mid.
You
No,
know,
they made a live action Lupin the Third, which that was actually good from what I
that
hear.
was really good, actually, in my opinion.
Yeah, that
That
was
was
good
probably
from
their
what I hear.
best like adaptation, like live action adaptation that I've seen so far, at least.
I heard it's getting another season. It wasn't canned after the first one, so that's good.
Shit, I'll watch it. That's pretty good to me. So I don't. Let me see. Who is this director? Yeah, Lupin was pretty good. The guy directing the live action Gundam is the same guy who directed Kong Skull Island.
Oh,
Uh,
interesting.
Currently
So,
directing a film based on a Metal Gear series for Sony Pictures. Hello?
well, I've never heard of that.
I don't know. Hold on.
Apparently, this guy has experience with giant CGI if he did Kong Skull Island, so maybe he'll do Gundam justice. I
Yeah,
like Kong Skull
maybe
Island.
they did the pilot of some new limited series for Walking Dead. Let's
Like
see.
a spin-off series based off. Oh, is this based off of Maggie? I think I heard about this.
Oh, I don't know, boy. I don't watch Walking Dead at all.
I haven't watched Walking Dead since like season 7, I think.
Let's see. Live adaptation from screenplay by Don K. Oh, okay. So the guy so basically it's gonna be an adaptation of Gundam from a screenplay, and the screenplay was written by the guy who wrote Why the Last Man, Ex Machina, and a couple other things. It looks like so. I guess it should be decent,
Ex Machina was pretty good, so
like the comic book series, not like Deus Ex.
no, I'm talking about the movie Ex Machina.
Mm-hmm.
Is it
I'm talking
that
about the
guy? Or you
comic.
talking about the
No,
comic
no,
book?
no. I'm talking about the comics. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Even like Why the Last Man. I'm talking about the comics. Not. I think they're. I think they did a show or something for that, right?
I've never heard of Why the Last Man. I don't know what that is.
Why the Last Man? No. Yeah, they did drama series. Why the Last Man? That was on Hulu. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I thought I remember hearing about that. But anywho, yeah, no. I guess we'll see what that Gundam movie hitting for. I can't imagine it'll be great. I'm sure they'll miss all the themes of Gundam. Just cool robots shoot things.
Especially if it's an American screenplay based off of Japanese manga.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I don't even
Like,
think that's the part. I
why
think
do
the
we
issue
even
is
need like
just
an original series? You could just adapt the anime or the manga into live action.
because the anime has some themes we don't want to discuss.
What themes did Gundam have?
Gundam, the whole thing was like anti-war, nigga. Of course, that part
Oh,
is missed because, well, big robots they shoot and kill things.
yeah, I watched Gundam when I was a kid. I haven't watched it in like 20 years, so I didn't. I just saw big robots, laser swords. I didn't know what that shit was about.
Yeah. There's a whole lot of that. Like, it was like a critique on like space colonization. Is like a critique on like colonialism and all of that.
Obviously, that's
Uh,
the type of thing I might enjoy as an adult.
yeah, a lot of anti-war joints. Basically, it was one to show you the adverse effects of war and all of that. Uh, yeah, yeah. Anywho, what else we got on this list? What else we got on this list? Where do we go after Evil Dead jump scares and Netflix adaptations? Um, let's see. Let's see. Oh, well, we're on the topic of Netflix. I forgot we actually had a Netflix topic. I didn't even realize this.
Did we?
We do. We do. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it, but I thought I would. Because Netflix cut all of
Oh
their
yeah,
diversity-based departments.
yeah, I saw that.
They cut 70 people in the animation studios, 60 to 70 social media roles. Um, And part of the reason why I noticed or took note of this is because I have a friend who has one of those social media or had one of those social media roles
Oh
who
damn.
obviously is no longer employed. But I don't, I gotta tell you, I don't know what the fuck Netflix is. Well, I know what the fuck Netflix is
They
doing.
down bad.
Not even. It's not even down bad. I think that it's gonna sound nuts, but I think like this huge diversity thing that a lot of these companies are pushing is adversely affecting niggas. And what I mean by that is like these companies, it's almost like the Rooney Rule in football, right? Where it's like you have to interview a black person, right?
Hmm.
And so at first there might have been a couple, like don't get me wrong, there's a couple of organizations that might take it seriously, right? Where they're like, you know, I got to interview a black person. Let me find a guy who's really qualified, and we might actually pick him, right? But then you got a good amount of niggas who are just like, I'm just gonna do what I'm required, the bare minimum, and that's it. And so what you see in football is you get these coaches that come in and it's like it's a sham interview. Like I already
Hmm.
picked my guy, I know who I want, but I got to bring you in here to satisfy the law. And so I feel like with a lot of this diversity, equity, and inclusion stuff, that's exactly what we're getting, right? Where you get these companies, big companies, Netflix, Sony. Again, I'm not saying anything came out about Sony, but I'm saying huge companies. You get these huge companies who, decide, all right, cool, we got to do this because otherwise, niggas gonna start looking at our thing, talking about some, oh, hold on, 89% of your employees is white, man. What's going on there?
Yeah, what the fuck is up with that?
Right? Which again, I mean, what is going on there? But then what happens is they're like, all right, cool, fine, we'll hire 10% black people. They hire the 10% black folks. They let them serve their year out. They let the report come out. All right, I'm gonna let you go. Right? And so that's part of the issue. I think is that it's like to me, the equivalent of this would be like they had issues on Tinder and dating apps, right? With like race,
Hmm.
where they were like, all right, when you allow people to classify by race, folks get real weird and like black folks start to find less matches and so on and so forth. So some of the proposed solutions was, all right, let's remove race entirely, right? But to me, it's like I get what y'all going for and it's well intentioned, but you don't think that causes a worse problem? You know what I'm saying? Which is
That's
like,
still stupid. You're not gonna racist people and
exactly, yeah,
black people because you
exactly.
remove race.
That's kind of my whole point. That's exactly my point. Where it's like, why would I then want to put black folks in a position to where they don't know who's going to do that to them? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to put you in a position to where, all right, now that conversation has to be had every time. You know what I'm saying? And now every time you gotta. So, how you what you think about black folks? Oh, you black? Oh, oh man. He said, hold on. Let me look back to your pics. Oh my God, you is black. Oh man.
How did you not
Uh,
realize that?
he said, I don't know about this one.
I was
Nah,
just
it
so
was a
horny.
pic.
I wouldn't
It was
even
a couple
leave it.
people in the pic. It was a dog. I just focused on the dog. I saw a white guy. I figured, nah, that's not gonna work. So I think it's like what happens in a lot of these situations. You get these niggas who just go through the motions, and the problem is like it looks good at first, right? You get opportunities for black folks at first, but then ultimately they're never going to support them. It's never long term, and it's never going to be actual like consequential shit. It's like y'all a sponge. I'm a milk y'all for what I can in these 6 months, 9 months, maybe a year that I got y'all here. And when I'm done, I'm gonna just pretend it's something else. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna find a way to cut y'all like I always have, because that's what racists do.
And
And
now that
so,
we're hemorrhaging money, we got to get rid of some people. Niggas go
oh, perfect
first.
excuse. Yeah, perfect
Yeah.
excuse. And don't get me wrong, I think, truth be told, I don't even think they had it. Like, this was not a necessary option. It's not, I don't think they had to get rid of these people. I'm sure it was a recommendation. But then think about it. You look at it and you're like, well, they is just niggas.
They is
They
just
are like they aren't just niggas. Okay. You said some Latinos. I mean, yeah, when I say niggas, I mean all of them. You know what I'm saying? All right, can it. So I don't know. I think plus, I mean, crazy thing is, I remember reading an article about like the whole diversity, equity, inclusion industry, and it's like there's an entire how do I okay? Everything is a grift. Every single thing is a grift now. And I would imagine like the world kind of always worked this way. Maybe I was a little naive, but it seems like now it's just everything's obviously a grift. Like even the well-intentioned, well-meaning things get turned into a grift, like that instantly. Like one dude will come out, yeah, I'm doing it for the right reasons. A month later, 20 niggas doing it for the wrong reasons. And you see it every time. Like you see with these diversity and equity joints where they got a lot of companies who, perfect example is Barstool, right? Now obviously Barstool has some very, they got some real issues, but they had one woman who was doing the diversity, equity, and all that stuff, and she was courted by Barstool. Like Barstool came to her saying like, yeah, let's this and that, and so pretty much she said, all right, well look, I'll take y'all, but it ain't gonna be just a bunch of like trainings for your employees. It's got to start with executive leadership too, and them niggas never responded.
Of
You
course
get what
not.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I don't want to do this. It's just for show. Because you get a lot of these niggas. Like perfect example, they had one where an in-house diversity professional was laid off in a 5-minute Zoom meeting. They relisted his job in a post, and then they basically were looking for somebody else who was gonna, who was just like, yo, look, man, them niggas want too much from us. They talking about something. We gotta start treating niggas different and inspect ourselves. Bro, I've been doing this shit for years. I'm good. I know what I'm doing. And then the problem is there's no quality control in this diversity equity. So it's like, think about it. Whatever you're looking for, somebody will do it. If you looking for the top of the line, you really want to change the culture of your company, there's people for that. But guess what? Most of these niggas ain't looking for that because they know that requires an investment on their part. Not money-wise. Well, of course,
Yeah, niggas
money-wise.
just want some clout. That's what it is.
Right,
It's just,
exactly.
I'm diverse. We have a diverse group.
Look at this. All right, we're not going to hire no more niggas. But what we will do
It
is
say we gonna hire niggas to look into us hiring niggas.
Yeah, that's nuts. But yeah, I'm gonna hire some niggas to look into why we ain't hiring no niggas, just to not hire no niggas and then fire the niggas we hired.
The wicked
Yeah,
world we live in.
it's sick work. Yeah. So that's really all I had on that. It's like it's nasty, man. It's super nasty, and it just, like I said, it just goes back to the thing where like everything's a grift. Like there's money to be made off of anything and everything. And my thing is, it's like there's no quality control in the industry. So again, it's like niggas will do what they want. I'm sure there's plenty of folks in that same industry who are sick because they're like, bruh, the rest of these niggas, like, I'm not getting no jobs because I'm requiring niggas to actually do the work. Meanwhile, I'm watching people who I know damn well they not doing shit. They just doing that. Like, for example, right? I work for a company, and this is not diverse. Well, technically, I guess this is diversity, equity, inclusion. That's not what they called it back then. But so I worked for a company, and there was a dude who was pretty much harassing women there. And just saying weird shit. Like I think I told you about this before, but just saying weird shit. Just like, oh wow, your lips look so good. Like my nigga, huh?
Why are you?
Huh?
No,
Yeah,
what
why
you
you
looking at
commenting
my lips for?
specifically on shorty lip? You know why. But he was just saying weird shit, right? And literally to the point to where like I remember there was girls in the office and there was just like talking to other people, and the word got around, long story short. And so there was one particular woman who decided, nah, enough is enough. Fuck all that. She spoke to the managers, and I don't think he was ever punished. I don't think nothing happened to him. I don't know. Maybe he was warned. Who knows? But then everyone goes to a sexual harassment training where we learn literally nothing, and that was it.
That's
That was it.
that's
Like,
that's hot. That's tough.
right. And to me, my whole thing was like, I wouldn't even be mad if I sat through a training that actually taught me something. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I sat through a training just for them to literally give me the lowest possible effort. Like almost like Shorty said she got harassed, so I guess we
gotta do this.
yeah, I
I
guess we
know
gotta
y'all
do a
don't want to
little
do
training.
it. We don't want to do it, but
They said, "Do you know a
we
guy?"
gotta let
I
me
know
do
a guy.
something.
He'll do the trainings. I'll tell him 30 minutes max. Like we don't want to be here all day. Like, and that's literally what it was. You could feel that vibe through the training. Like, it was just like, look, bro, we had to do this. I don't really care. I'm not really trying to teach y'all nothing. I don't care if it happens again. And it was just nasty because it's not like the guy was on the same tier as this woman. They were equals. It's not like the guy was like a manager. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she was not. Like, no, there was no power imbalance. There was no reason for them to stump for him other than, niggas are gonna protect other men.
Yeah,
And I was just like, but it was nasty. Like, and it's a perfect example of how some of that diversity, equity, inclusion shit works, where you get these people who the executives don't really care about diversity, nor equity, nor inclusion. They care about looking like they care. And so, I don't know. I think it's nasty. Like I said, I don't know what the solution is. It's the same thing again what I was saying with the Rooney Rule. Like in football, I don't know what the solution is, because I feel like if you remove the Rooney Rule, I think it does cheat some people. It does cheat some black folks, because some black folks probably wouldn't have gotten even into that office without that Rooney Rule. But then at the same time, it's like, do we applaud you getting closer but still not close enough? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
I don't know. So I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. I don't know what transition I'm gonna go to from here.
Speaking of niggas,
You
sexually
got me.
harassing women,
Okay, talk
Elon
to me.
Musk.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This wasn't. Yeah, I didn't add this to the docket, but this was. I was gonna speak on this.
All my
I'm sure
prayers
you
been
have
working.
quite a. I'm sure you have a. Yeah, go ahead. Take
There
the
is a
lead.
God.
Take the lead. Take the
There
lead.
is a God. I've never prayed on a nigga's downfall more than Elon Musk.
He said prayers down. Outshallah.
Yeah. Now, I'm genuinely sorry to that woman that had to go through this heinous, disgusting behavior of this depraved individual. But am I glad that this nigga is getting caught out? Yes. I'm just sad that it had to be in this way.
I mean, he been got caught out. One. I didn't realize
I
this is
mean, they
something that.
paid her off.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just now getting service now.
But this was no. This was, they had written about this when it happened, like the same year, even though they didn't, like,
Really, I didn't hear about it.
no one did. That's kind of my point, But let's be real here. Is it shocking that no one heard about it? He was a rich nigga then, still. So I
Yeah.
mean,
They gave him a heads up that this story is about to drop. He tweeted
yeah,
on May 18th, the political slander against me is about to
yeah, yeah.
intensify in the coming months.
And then
And
a
then,
day later,
yeah, you're a piece of shit. They gave you a heads up and you're like, this is fake. This is political slander. Yo, I want you to fucking get thrown into a wood chipper dick first. And then I want
you want to
the
fold him? He get
yeah,
folded.
yeah, yeah. I want the nigga like back broke. You know, like when Jason folded the bed up and cracked the nigga in half. That's what I want from this nigga. I
Oh
want
man,
this nigga to go in that wood chipper V shape.
V shaped, a V shaped entry.
That's what I want from this nigga.
um, yeah. So the nutty part, uh, not nutty, but I think the part that's insane to me is that there are genuinely people, and this, it's bigger than Elon Musk, because you saw it with Bill Cosby, you saw it with a lot of, I can't think of someone else. You saw it with Young Thug and a lot of these niggas, and I don't know how serious all these people are. Some people are dead serious, and I can tell.
Oh yeah.
But you see it every time someone of influence gets caught up with something. People will harp on timing, and I think what gets lost in that is the truth. Like, y'all think the timing is more important than the truth, which is insane to me. Like people won't even litigate the truth. They won't even, like, they're not at all discussing whether this actually happened. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're not at all actually contesting the woman's story. because they don't know it. They're just like, forget it. What I want to focus on is the timing.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
exactly.
bruh,
He
well,
was just about to buy Twitter, yo.
yeah, exactly. Same thing with the Bill Cosby thing. It's the timing of it all. And it's just like, dog, the
What was even the
timing.
timing for Bill Cosby? Was he about to buy
He
CBS?
was supposed to buy NBC or some shit.
NBC?
That
I
was
thought that
allegedly
was
what
a
was said.
joke. I thought it was a
I
meme.
don't know. I don't know. Let's
Because
pretend
niggas were
it's
saying that about the baby. They say he was just about to buy NBC.
But yeah, that one was definitely a joke. But even with Thugger, they were saying he was supposed to buy 100 acres of land.
Oh my
He did
god.
buy the.
Come on.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is, it's a common theme, and I think people do this to cope. They do it to cope because they don't want to accept the truth. They don't want to accept that this could even
They
be
don't want to
true.
accept that the person that they idolize is a filthy
My daddy
degenerate.
was no, not my father, not my internet pops. But
I can I can imagine weird niggas on Reddit crying their eyes out. Not my musky poo. No, I take that back because they are the type to fucking
nah, they
totally
immediately
they
go on the
gon'
offensive.
yeah, exactly. Fuck that bitch. She's only come after him for his money, the slut. He didn't do it. He literally did do it, and Tesla paid her. That's proven.
Yeah, one. And first off, why would you pay her 250? Like, bro, I'm not paying you no $250,000 for some shit that ain't happening.
Yeah, no, that's
He's
hush
like, well,
money.
they just wanted to settle it and da da da. And I'm like, dog, listen. Let's okay. Let's step out of just her case for a second. What was proven? This was proven was that this nigga was oh my god, hold on. Let me
First off, while you're looking it up, do you even know how hard it is to prove shit in cases like this? It's literally always he said, she said. So
people know that. They don't care. They don't care. They don't give a shit.
the
Like
fact
niggas
that
know
this
that.
was actually proven and he paid her 250 first off, or second off, because I already said first off, but second off, the fact that he paid 250,000 is damning enough because if she would have took him to court and not accepted that, she could have potentially won more. So that
Yeah, but
offer
you
of
know how that shit really
250,000,
goes. I mean, that's why a lot of times, to me, one thing I have realized is that I used to be the guy who would think every settlement was an admission of guilt, even though they say it's not. Now I'm of the thought process that oftentimes settling is really your only option, just because
mm-hmm.
it's like I don't want to go through all the other shit that comes with this. I don't want
You don't have
to
to pay
talk
court
about
fees, you don't have to pay lawyer fees.
fuck the
God
pain.
forbid I
I'm gonna have to
lose.
explain things. And what? So think about it. Let's say I really am doing what he's accused of, right?
I
But
just
not to that
cleaned it
woman.
up. My
Let's say
dick
she
out, man.
lying, but let's say she lying, but the other 8 women who didn't tell their stories yet. You
They
know what I'm
coming
saying?
up
Like,
now.
and he knows this, right? So he thinks to himself, okay, listen, I might not have did nothing wild to you, but you know what I know. And if I gotta just nah. I'm just going. So to me, it is like you said, it's not necessarily a mission of guilt for each person. Like because I'm sure there's certain people who just accuse you of something, and you know that they were at a party where some shit happened, and they know something, and you like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna pay you your money. You gonna get out the way
There's been
because
hella cases like that against. I fucking hate Chris Brown, but that nigga has had so many cases where women were assaulted at a party that he was at, and then
yeah.
he was the nigga that got sued, not the women,
Yeah,
not the
and he
niggas that
just
did the
pay him because he's
assaulting.
just like, bro, look, I don't want to have to go in court and explain how I was railing lines of coke. I don't want to have to do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to do that. I'm just not gonna talk about it. But what I was gonna say was there was a part where he was basically trying to get other flight attendants to be like certified massage therapists,
Mm.
and I'm like, my nigga.
Deshaun Watson route. I get you.
Like the crazy thing is, I was like, dog, this is it. Like I don't need to know no other.
That's damning enough. What you want
That's
to get
that is
certified
the
in?
full damning. Why would you get flight attendants that's all certified to be massage therapists? And the worst part was, like you said, nigga did the whole oh, what's gonna be coming up? Stories about, and it's like the only reason why you know that is because they have to ask you. They want your comment in the article. They know what you're gonna say. You're not gonna speak, but they know that they can't not offer you a chance to say something. They did the same thing with the guy at the nonprofit that I run. Now, granted, he wasn't being accused of this. He was just being accused of being cool with some anti-vax niggas. And he was like, bro, I know some of them niggas. I'm friends with them. I don't support their business, nigga. Like, fuck that. But I got to do it. But anywho, they came to him, said the same thing to him. Was like, yo, you have any comment? You have this, blah, 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 da, da, da. So he kind of knew what they wanted, what they were looking for. So it's the same thing with Elon. So it's not like someone tipped him off. Whoever wrote the article about him probably literally came straight to
Reached
him
out to him. Was like,
and
yo,
was
I'm
like,
about to
yo,
write
look,
this
bro,
article.
I'm about to bake you, my nigga. You want to say anything before I, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna take nothing out of context. I'm gonna put your full quote in there, but I just want you to know I'm gonna bake this shit out
Oh
you.
ass
Nigga
nigga.
said, nah, man, I ain't saying nothing, nigga. Got off and immediately, yo, listen, yo, and next couple weeks, son, I'm telling you, yo, they gonna go crazy on me because they see what I was doing. They see how influential I am, yo. They see I'm Walt Disney. They see,
You know,
they
this
see.
is off topic, but not really because it's still about Elon Musk. But this nigga tweeted like I don't know what tweeted. Hold on, I'm about to exact tweet. I
Pull up the tweet, yeah.
want
Yeah,
to
pull up
whatever
this
it is. I
tweet,
want
yeah.
to read exactly what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, what he said was, make sure you set your Twitter to fucking the latest timeline instead of home because they're hiding the truth from you. They're showing you related posts in home instead of what your feed actually looks like. And I
I saw
swear to
that post.
God, I want this nigga head on a pike, bro.
I tried
This
it
nigga's
too.
acting like some type of tech Jesus trying to save us and fucking give us advice on shit that we figured out the day they dropped this feature. It's a button that says latest or home.
Yeah,
And
I'm
you
not gonna
trying
hold
to
you.
act like you the
I
smartest
hadn't
nigga on earth.
I hadn't seen that button, but that's not the point. I think the real reason why he told niggas that is because he was probably gonna be better off with the sequential order.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like because if you just got the latest
If you
on
got the, if you,
and
yeah,
you follow
exactly.
Musk, yeah, or you follow any of the other stuff around it. But yeah, no, there was a couple statements he made that let me know. Listen, like, yeah, the whole part about him paying her the money, a lot of that is kind of damning. But the real part that was damning to me is just the way he responded, just the shit he was saying.
Yeah,
Nigga
the
said,
fact that you gotta get ahead of the story and
no,
say,
no,
now
no, no, no,
they're
no,
gonna
no,
try
not
to
even that.
assassinate my
Not even.
character.
Listen, you have to get ahead of the story, whether it's true or not. But what I'm saying is, this nigga said, if I were inclined to engage in sexual harassment, this is unlikely to be the first time in my entire 30-year career that it comes to light.
What?
Now, when a nigga say that, basically saying he
Bro.
not denying it. Nigga just saying, look, bro. And then even he said, insisted that there's a lot more to this story. Now they said he denied the claims, but I'm like, where did I see a denial? All I saw was you basically trying to tell me there's more to the story. They doing this because it's politically motivated. Okay, and okay. But does that change the truth? Those two things don't interact with whether this was true or not. And I think people get lost in it. They always talk about what's the motivation. I'm like, bro, the motivation could be I hate you. If it's true, it's true. I don't give a fuck what the motivation was. You know, like think about it. Like
Yeah.
let's say you beat one of your ex-girlfriends. And then now 6 years later, you the biggest name in television or whatever. And she gonna come out and nigga, I know what her motivation is. She don't like my ass. It don't matter, nigga. Because if I
If it's
deal with it,
true, it's true.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, bro, y'all really swear that motive shit matters. I don't give a damn. Like, and
Listen,
so
I ain't give a fuck before because this nigga was a nobody. Now that he become famous, oh yeah, I'm trying to ruin this nigga life. He
yeah,
beat me. Fuck
especially
this
yeah,
nigga.
yeah. And in the case of Elon Musk, it's like, dog, once that whole Twitter shit came up, nigga, his name is everywhere now, bro. Your name is
Mhm.
now tied to the biggest app in the world. In the other world, Craig. Other world. Like, bro, yeah, of course. I can't avoid you. I can't go on Twitter now without seeing your name. So yeah, no, sorry. Sorry. Leaking this one. Got to do it. Got to do it. But this is the nuts part, right? So he's talking about that tax should be viewed through a political lens. This is their standard playbook, but nothing to all that other shit.
Who is there? Who is they?
I said far left.
Uh,
Yeah, you know. And then he
God, I
said
hate
he
this
wouldn't
nigga.
comment on any settlement agreements, even though I mean we see one, but it's cool. Um, he
You
the
know, I
attorney.
think I might hate this nigga more than Richard Spencer,
Who's Richard Spencer? Is that the Richard
the
Spencer?
neo-Nazi.
Oh, the one who got punched. Why did I think Richard?
They got
I'm
punched
thinking
multiple
of
times.
Richard Branson. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Richard
Wrong
Branson,
nigga.
the
The
rich
Virgin
nigga.
Mobile guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I don't mind him. You know, for a billionaire, I never really hear shit about him. The nigga just be doing his own thing. He went up to space, but he ain't make a big deal about it like fucking Elon
I'm,
Musk or
I'm sure he
fucking
be
Jeff
doing
Bezos.
something silly, but yeah, I ain't heard
I
too
don't,
much about
I
him.
don't never hear about this
Not
nigga
listen, he a
ever.
billionaire, so he on thin ice automatically. But other than that, yeah, listen, nah, every billionaire is on thin ice with me. It's only one for y'all niggas. Sorry, life is giving y'all way more shots. I'm giving you one.
Hmm?
But yeah, so just that response, like a nigga literally said, like, bro, if I was really sexually harassing women, you think this would be the first time you heard about it? Yes, you're the
Bro,
second
you a
richest man on
dumbass.
earth.
You need somebody to run your Twitter for you. Why would you
Bro,
say
you're
some
the
shit like that?
one, and two, you're the second richest man on earth. Yes, this would absolutely be the first time we hear about it because I think you would be smart enough to know. Because let's be real here, if you've been sexually harassing women for a long period of time, it didn't just start, right? So it's one of those things where, let's say you got a harassment from 2 years ago. This one was from what, 6 years ago. Let's say you
Hmm.
had one from 2 years ago, and that one from 2 years ago reminded you, oh shit, I got some old ones I probably should go handle. So you gonna go to your legal team. Hey, listen, go contact so and so. Go talk to so and so. Go make sure that NDA is. You know what I mean? Like, go tighten that up. Because now you the second richest man on earth. You got the money. You can do this. You can do that. Like, I don't understand why people like, bro. Drake had his ex scrubbed from the internet in terms of her past.
Yeah, no, that's insane because I actually used to watch her
And
videos when I was a
right,
kid,
right. And
and
that was
now
and but that's
that's
Drake.
insane.
That nigga not even worth 1 billion. You get what I'm saying? That's Drake. He not worth one. And he might be, but like one
I don't think I would
versus
saw like
120
numbers.
something. What'd you say?
I said I don't think so. I think I would have heard somebody say Drake is now past $1 billion or
But
something.
nah, what I'm saying is like, I know he's not like. I would argue Drake is worth $1 billion, but he's not there. Like he's not on paper worth $1 billion. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But my whole point is, if he could get that scrubbed, and he's worth what, a quarter mil, half a mil, or half a bill, quarter bill, I don't know, whatever. You need whatever one number you want to come up with.
Hmm.
Dog, what do you think the second richest man on earth can do? What do y'all talk like? This is the part where I'm
Shit,
just
if
like,
anything, he can make some of these accusers disappear if you really want to.
yeah, yeah,
If
yeah.
I
So
was rich,
this,
I'll be making niggas disappear left and right, honestly.
well,
For petty shit too. You look at me wrong, bye.
yeah. So literally, what happened was the attendant found her work was starting to dry up after the incident, so she contacted an employment attorney and sent a complaint to HR. They resolved the complaint after a session involving a mediator and Elon Musk himself. Never reached a court of law. Uh, Severance agreement, 250K in exchange for a promise not to sue, non-disclosure, non-disparagement, of course. And
How long was that NDA for? Because obviously it's getting talked about now.
I don't know how NDAs work, and I think technically, if someone else discovers the existence of an NDA, that doesn't like violate your NDA because they
Yeah,
just.
like I didn't say nothing. Somebody else found it.
Plus, I think is an NDA you just can't talk about nothing that happened, or you can't even talk like can. What I'm getting at is like if you sign an NDA, can you essentially admit you signed an NDA and
Yeah,
that's all
people
you
do
can
that all
say?
the time. Yeah, you can't talk about anything that happened, but you can say, "I'm not at liberty to talk about that. I signed a non-disclosure agreement."
Okay, right. So literally that's all she had to do, and they was just like, all right, cool, we'll do the rest of the dick, and don't worry about it. We gonna get to the bottom of this shit.
I
I
can't
hate
imagine
that
what
movie.
kind of super secret agreement you got to have a nigga sign to where they can't even say, "I signed the NDA." You can't say, "I can't say anything, dog."
You say anything, son, we gonna get you.
No comment. No comment on everything. I plead the fifth. It's not court, but I plead the fifth.
But yeah, so I mean, my thing is like people need to stop doing this, man. When rich niggas get accused, so I need y'all to try first off, no, never mind. Sorry, y'all never gonna
I
try.
need y'all to stop caring as much as y'all do. Why y'all got so much stock in these people anyway?
Yeah, I tell you that all the time. Listen, there's people I like, bro, but when they get caught up on what they get caught up in, it's like, dog. Especially when I see certain things that I see, like example,
Hmm.
the Young Thug shit. Like, I like Young Thug a lot, like Gunna a lot, bro. When I see, like, you not gonna convince me why it's not a gang. So
Yeah,
yeah, when they do what they do, damn,
it's
ah,
fucked up. But
crazy if
man,
true.
yeah,
Like, and I keep it moving because it's like I'm not about to sit up here and fight for y'all honor, nigga. I know what's. Come on, man. I'm not
no niggas
stupid.
not paying me. I'm not fighting for nobody on it.
Even if y'all was, well, I guess if y'all paying me, it's a different story. But,
Yeah, no, yeah, no, exactly.
but like, it's like, dog, no, come on, I don't know what happened here, but I'm smart enough to know y'all niggas is not just no record label, nigga.
It's the
I'm
same
not
thing with
dumb.
Future. Like I love Future. I listen to all his music. But whenever women start slandering him for being a piece of shit and a deadbeat,
Yeah, you should
he
like,
is.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna make jokes with y'all. It's just funny. I just
Mm.
don't understand. It's like people think whenever you critique an artist they like that you're critiquing them. That's why niggas get defensive. I never understood that. Like I'll join in with jokes about YSL and Young Thug getting locked up. I mean, The nigga was doing the shit. This is the chickens coming home to roost. I don't see what the problem is.
Yeah, that's what a lot of stuff. Like, for example, I remember not a perfect example, but another example of like niggas just trying to like pass the buck was like I remember I seen something with Dirk, like when Von passed, and niggas talking about Dirk is cursed. I was like, he's a street nigga. Are y'all stupid?
Yes. Next
Niggas was like,
question.
well, he's cursed because everyone around him, and niggas even brought up the Illuminati. He sacrificed himself. I'm
Oh
like, bro,
my
he's a
God.
street nigga, a high profile one with a very active beef. Hello, hello.
I remember niggas were saying that shit about T.I. when his best friend got killed. When they shot up his bus, they're saying T.I. made a deal with the Illuminati and that was his sacrifice, his
Please
best
do it.
friend.
I'm like, bro, these are street niggas. What? I don't understand. What are y'all talking about? You are
Niggas
a
just
street
love
nigga
conspiracy theories.
with more resources than any other street nigga around you. So all the other street niggas around you mad at you for being the richest street nigga. What you think finna happen? And they already had beef with you. What you think finna happen? If I got beef with a nigga, right? And the nigga drop Laugh Now, Cry Later with Drake, and the nigga blow up and become a superstar, yeah, I'm gonna have to shoot you. I'm gonna have to shoot at you. I would have did it before. I ain't gonna hold you. I would have did it anyway. Even if
It's
you was
just
just a local
motivating.
nigga. Yeah, if you was just a local nigga now, ooh, that hatred. What's that shit? Like, yo, I wake up every day. I wake up extra early
Not
to be a
early
hater.
to hate. Yeah.
Like, come on. And it's the same thing with the Elon, with anybody, right? If I already didn't like Elon Musk, right? And then I hear the Twitter news and I keep hearing,
Hate
I
that
keep
nigga.
hearing, I keep hearing, I keep hearing. Eventually you go get to the point like, yo, hold up. Didn't you sexually harass your flight attendant? Niggas be like, wait, what?
Oh, that's funny as fuck.
Yeah, everybody be like,
That's
wait, whoa,
nasty.
whoa, what he say? What did he just say? Nigga
No,
said,
yeah, you
wow.
the nigga that did that,
Yeah,
right?
no. I'm pretty sure
No, I
2016
read that. Yeah.
SpaceX. That was you. And niggas like, oh, look. He only doing this because, yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
did
you
it though, didn't you?
100% right.
You
You
did it though, didn't you?
100% right. I'm doing this shit because it's motivated. Nigga do the Virgil voice. I'm motivated. Like, nah, it's you. Yeah, I'm gonna cook you. Like, perfect example. If we talking about motivation for why they did it, right? Good transition into Madison Cawthorn. Nigga lost his re-election, and he sat up
Hilarious.
there and he talked a whole lot about why they did politics as usual, this and that. And I was like, dog, listen, I'm not justifying what they did to you. You was
I
sucky
am.
anyway, so I don't care.
Yeah.
But my nigga, when you mentioned them cocaine orgies, that was
You
it.
stupid. Why was you
That
even
was it.
nigga, have you never seen a movie or
No, you know what it was? He was on a podcast. He was just too comfortable. He was
oh man.
way too like think about it. Imagine like us, we on a podcast and we saying what we say, not realizing
Yeah,
you
man, I
might have
went
to
to one
be
of
in a
them
room with one of these niggas. Like
went to one of them cocaine orgies, man. That shit was wild. And then
right.
everybody get quiet and you elaborate. Like, why are
Mm-hmm.
you why
And
you
then
keep going?
yup, that whole shit they edited, they dropped the episode, and the day they dropped the episode, you gotta call yo, hit me back ASAP. Like it's pretty
We need to
important.
talk. We need to talk now.
He said, all right, so I'm gonna spare them two niggas you was on the pod with because they ain't had nothing to do with this. But I got to put you down. I'm gonna take you out back like old Yeller.
I've never seen a nigga's political career get dismantled that quickly. And it's the
And
funniest shit I've ever seen in my entire
honestly, and
life.
for what I feel like was like the least egregious thing he could have really done. Like I'm like, dog, you really didn't do nothing crazy like that. And you on a team. That's the wildest part.
Yeah, that's the funniest part. You with them. Them your peoples,
Just
right?
just the mention of that shit. Them niggas said, oh nah. And you know what it was? I don't think it was just the fact that he mentioned it or talked about it. I think they probably pulled him to the side and they said something and he stood his ground. I know he did.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga probably
He
sat there
looked
and was
like the
like,
type of nigga to do
yeah,
some
he's
dumb
like
shit
sat
like
there
that.
like, listen, yo, nah. I already told y'all niggas.
I've got
I
my
have a wife
Christian
and kids.
values.
I've got my
Yeah.
Christian values. Yo, don't fucking invite me to no cocaine orgy. Nigga, yoke him up by the collar. You're not hearing me, little nigga. So let me make you understand something. All right?
Yoked him up by the collar, picked him up out his chair like a
Out
little
of the
man in
chair.
a
Right?
wheelchair, legs
He
just
said,
dangling.
let me make this shit real clear to you, nigga. I control your political career. Okay? You
The most disgusting, the nastiest part about all of this is
think
if
fucking his cousin?
no, I'm not even talking about Madison Hawthorne or
Oh yeah.
Cawthorne.
Go ahead.
Well, I mean that is pretty fucked up to get some top from your cousin, but um, the most disgusting part about all this is look at the Republican Party. Think
Yeah.
about these old dusty mayonnaise white niggas fucking at orgies.
That's out.
Think about Mitch McConnell in an orgy.
You have to chill, bro. Please.
Mitch McConnell, you think he got the turtle shell on or off?
Easy.
Franklin, the turtle looking motherfucker, yo.
The turtle shell on or off. Oh man. But yeah, nah. So like, I know wholeheartedly wasn't just a mention, because I think like niggas will let you, like, you can mention it, like, yo, don't ever do no shit like that again.
Yeah, because 9 times out of 10, the average Republican isn't gonna believe you anyway.
Yeah, the average nigga is just like cocaine already. Man, we've been hearing about that for years, and they gonna leave it be. But nah, I get the feeling behind closed doors, he stood on that shit. He said, "I'm willing to die on this hill." Nigga said,
"You know what?
Then die on this hill."
I'll give it to him. I respect that. If you gonna say some long shit?
Shit's silly, bro. You a Nazi, but you gonna die in the hill, or you don't want to get some free top and cocaine? Like, you're a loser.
Okay, I agree. Change my stance. Like, free top and cocaine, that's hard to pass up.
Free top and cocaine. All you had to do was not mention it. Like,
I don't know if I would have the strength of giving up free top and cocaine.
It's like that meme when they was like, "Damn, no, I got invited to the cocaine orgy."
You know why he didn't? Yeah, see, that's what he was getting top from his cousin, so he wasn't so concerned with the free top and cocaine orgy.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. He was like, "I don't even do coke." Like, he's like, I'm a Heineken guy. I don't need no coke. He said,
"Oh, you know what else it is?
All I need is a Heine and some top from my cousin."
We keep forgetting the fact that this nigga's in a wheelchair, so top don't do nothing for him. Yeah, so I mean,
give me
what
a
you
lot
got
to
lose?
think about.
Yeah, what you got to lose? You're not giving up no top. So
I don't know how true that is, but you give me a lot to think about.
Now, I don't know what his condition is. I know he can't walk, but some people can't use their legs, but they still can have sex.
Yeah. So I don't know.
For the sake of this joke, I'm just gonna say that he don't got no feeling below his waist, and the dick don't
Maybe
work.
That's why he ain't think the cousin shit was that OD, because he like, bro, it's not like I got nothing out of it. Like, we was just fucking around.
Well, no, the cousin shit was before he was in a wheelchair. Because remember in the video he was standing up.
Wasn't there a wheelchair in the video though?
Was there? I remember that nigga standing up.
I didn't watch the video. I remember seeing a screenshot.
I saw a screenshot.
One screenshot I think there was a wheelchair.
So that nigga was standing up with the wheelchair there. This nigga. So, this nigga don't got no excuse to be giving up top. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Either way, bro, cocaine and top, all you gotta do is shut the hell up. I'm gonna be home late tonight, babe.
I got a long night at the office.
Like, bro, they giving you a chance to cheat. You could have just said no. This nigga said no. Not only am I saying no, you ought to be ashamed of it. It's like, all right. Don't start with that shit. Don't start with that shit. Y'all ought to look at me. A bunch of grown ass men.
He lucky all they did was get him out of office. They could have killed that nigga.
Bro, because if they were sitting on you getting top from your cousin, bro, they might have been sitting on something worse.
Yeah.
And they just ain't let that one run yet, because they was like, nah, this was like a 3-pronged mission. We only got to one because we only needed one.
Getting top from your cousin is enough to ruin anybody's career, so it makes sense that they stopped there, honestly.
Which is insane, because I feel like there's certain niggas that wouldn't do it too, but it's funny because the guy, he lost by just enough. Like, he didn't lose by a lot, but it was like, it was
insane.
It was just
niggas
very
insane. Still voting for you after figuring out you know.
But you know why?
A good portion of the niggas that voting him be getting top from their cousins, probably.
Not even. It's the same thing we were just talking about. This is politically motivated. I don't care what the motivation is, bro. You got top from your
video. It's not like it was just a random article.
But they not even litigating the truth. You get what I'm saying? The truth is not important. What's important is why you came out with the truth. And if the reason why you came out with the truth was like you had a personal vendetta, then that
negates everything.
It negates everything. Yep, that's how they feel. That's how they look at it. People would do it, and I'm just like, bro, it never works. Listen, I can hate a nigga as much as I want to hate him. The truth is the truth. Think about it. I feel like some of the best like expose we've gotten probably have come from niggas who hate somebody. Like, because think about it, everyone else gave up on chasing that.
Exactly. To make that nigga suffer.
Like, everyone else gave up on chasing that story, and niggas said, you can't keep getting away with this.
You know, with my nature to Elon Musk, I could probably put out a scathing expose on this nigga. I got the time.
But you gonna run with, yeah?
Nigga sexually assaulted me.
You know what? That might work, because then he'll lose his base with some of the Republican niggas, because, you know, that's a little gay.
A little. And I'm black, so that's
the mixing of blood, yeah.
The mixing of blood. All right, next topic. E-office.
All right, and on we go to let's see, women getting fun zoned, I guess.
What the fuck is fun zone?
So
Is it
this
like
is
the
actually a
friend
really
zone?
yes, it's like the friend zone, but this is like a really funny concept. So I was talking to my friend, and she's basically first off, she's funny. She's rather humorous, but she was basically telling me what happens as
Funny
a
woman?
yo. Don't start with this shit.
My bad. I'm just
I remember seeing before we get to the fun zone shit, I remember seeing someone talking about like women in comedy, and they were saying like a lot of men don't like women in comedy because they don't think women are funny, and they don't think women are funny because of it. And it was like this long think
yeah, there's a
piece,
lot of sexism behind that.
right? And there was this huge think piece, and I was just like, bro, you really could have just shortened this to like niggas hate women. Like that would have been
Yeah,
like I don't
literally.
know
That's what I
why
was
y'all
thinking. I was like, you
do
don't
all
gotta do
this
a think piece.
lingo and this mumbo jumbo out here. Like you're not wrong. It's just you made me read 4 paragraphs, and for what?
Yeah.
You could have literally just said niggas hate women, which is why they'll never like that joke would have been a 10 if Elon said it, but because you said 3, not even a 4, a 3. But anywho, right? So we get to fun zone, right? So she was telling me about this phenomenon she runs into, where because she's funny, a lot of dudes see her as like one of the guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes will see her as like, oh, like show, you be. Yo, you funny as hell, boy. Like, yo, you be on that shit, bro. You gotta chill, bro. Like, you know how niggas on Twitter be slipping, like, yo, they not gonna like this. Like, so she was basically talking about how a
Yo,
lot. What? Hello?
what happened?
But yeah, so she was basically talking about how are you talking? What is going on? Why am I hearing sounds?
I don't know. I'm hearing sounds too though in the background.
Oh man, Elon sent the Muscats.
I hear
Um,
Coco Melon.
yeah, it's a phone ringing. We're just gonna ignore that. So, but yeah, so she was telling me about a lot of these different things where like you said, niggas get fun zoned, and I was just like, just the word fun zone sounded hilarious to me. But then when she really got into it, I was like, I'm not gonna hold you. I can't relate because I love funny women, but I could see that. I could definitely see dude like feeling like it's a competition. Like, nah,
Yeah,
you're not funnier than me, bro.
yo,
Stop,
you're not
doing
gonna
it.
be funnier than me, yo.
Yo,
Ain't no
you're
way.
not gonna do that, bro. It's the same reason, like you'll get dudes who don't want a shorty more masculine than them or more muscular than them, and a lot of other weird shit. I'm like, bro, man, you better go ahead.
Which is insane because I watched that She-Hulk trailer and my meat was on 10, trying to
Even
have
though
somebody
it
pick
ain't,
me up just like that nigga.
it wasn't even the She-Hulk I wanted. It was still on 10.
Yeah, no, she don't even look good to me. It's just the fact of a
It's
big
just the
strong woman
concept.
picking me up. Just the thought, like putting Noi in that situation from
Oh,
Dorohedoro. Yeah, just
oh shit, I'm about to punch a hole in my desk.
yeah.
Um,
Striga from Castlevania.
don't know who
You haven't
that
seen
is,
that,
but
but
I
Reek know who that
imagine
is.
shit. Yeah, imagine. Nah, hold on, I'm
Big
looking it up right
7 foot
now.
tall buff vampire that wear Dark
Regal
Souls armor
Castle.
with long ass hair.
Okay, maybe not her, but
Nah, her.
I'm cool.
Her.
I'm gonna take Noe for sure though.
I'm gonna send you a picture of Striga and you'll get
Nigga,
it.
I'm looking it up. I've googled her.
Yeah, you get it.
She looked like the She-Hulk, like
Yeah.
like actually like the She-Hulk. And I think the design of the She-Hulk is mid. So no, I'm good. Like literally,
Nah.
I'm just like all y'all did was take like a normal woman and just stretch her out, like like just make her like 6 inches taller.
No, she gotta put the Dark Souls armor on while we do it.
Nigga said, all right, she's 6'2" now. There goes She-Hulk. I'm like, bro, this is just like a 6'2" CrossFitter. I don't.
Yeah,
This isn't.
I'm mad what they did to She-Hulk, and I saw something that said she was originally buffer and they toned her down. I
I
guess
know.
they don't
Niggas
want
are
strong
cowards.
women. The cowards, yeah, literally.
Niggas is absolute cowards. Like, and I seen a couple people saying, well, in the comics, she's da da da, and I'm like, oh.
Nigga,
Now we're
comics
accurate
are
to the
ever
comics.
changing,
No, no,
nigga.
no,
When
no,
she
no.
first debuted, yes, she was skinny and
Now
small.
we want to be accurate
Now,
to the comics. Shut up. Shut up. I hate when y'all pick and choose when y'all want to honor what the comics say. And no, I don't give a
nigga, I
damn what
saw
the
a picture
comics
of
say.
She-Hulk the other day where she looked about as big as the Hulk.
Yeah, I seen a couple, and I was just like, feeling that. Feeling that. But I felt this from the jump. Like when they casted the woman who was gonna play her, I was just like, what are we doing here? Like, why aren't you just getting a brolic shorty to play it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember niggas well don't get me wrong.
You just said we just gonna CGI anyway. It don't matter. But
I
y'all could have got
guess
brolic woman, anyone.
It's just so goofy. Like,
Oscar.
but hold on. Give me one moment here. I think I'm making a connection here.
Yeah, you see, you feeling streaking now.
No. It's not what I'm.
Yeah, you feeling.
Okay, never mind. I thought this woman was someone else. Okay, never mind. Forget it. But
Oh,
yeah,
you
no,
talking
it
about
just
the She-Hulk actress?
yeah, the one was
Actor.
playing her. Yeah. But like, it's just like I don't understand this choice. Like, just the choice of who you pick just doesn't really even add up to me. Like, I don't. Uh, it's, I don't know.
They still wanted a dainty little lady to
Yeah, she's
play
5'4". Like, you were so dumb. You were so dumb. You didn't even care. You didn't care. You just said, "Well, we'll do it."
We'll get a woman in the CGI.
Like She-Hulk is 6'7", bro. You could have went to the WNBA and got somebody.
Well, I mean, to be fair though, She-Hulk, she grows when she turns into the Hulk. The normal woman, Jessica Walters,
Oh yeah, that's
is
true.
small, so
She's small.
I don't know how tall she is, but she's
She
not
five.
six
I don't
foot
know.
seven.
No, that's someone else.
No, I'm talking
Um,
about in the comics, not the actress or whatever.
yeah, no, I know. I'm trying to think. Jennifer Walters. Okay, there we go. 650 pounds. That's insane. But yeah, she's supposed to be 6'7", 650 pounds.
Real.
Like, so it's like, dog,
Shish,
like,
that's
and
cool. It's a
oh
lot
my
of
god,
mass right there.
okay, all right. I'm
No,
looking at
She-Hulk bad in the comics. She like 10 times badder
yo.
than
I
what
was
we
just
getting
about
by
to
that.
say, son.
No,
Like, I'm
She-Hulk
looking
is
at one of
bad.
the. Where she like a lawyer and then she in the
Yeah, no.
courtroom.
She-Hulk is bad as shit, bro.
I'm about to. But yeah, no. I mean, even when you look at the early comics, like she wasn't like stupid, insanely muscular, but like nigga, she's still not just CGI green woman who goes to CrossFit classes. Like it's just oh
Yeah,
my
she don't even
god.
see no muscle in her arms when she's standing there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no,
She-Hulk in
She-Hulk.
the comics. See, now this is the one
Yeah.
where it's like, okay, this is what she looks like. This bounty hunter one that they have. Like she just looks like an ordinary woman who's green. Like
Oh
that.
yeah, I'm gonna send you one where she look like an ordinary woman. This is awful. This is terrible.
Yeah, like the first one you sent me. Okay, cool.
No, the
All
first
right.
one I sent you was just to show how bad she is. The second one is to show that she
The second one
looks awful.
stinks. She looks like
Yeah,
a kid. The fuck?
yeah.
She like Ruth but green.
Who the fuck is Ruth?
Ruth from from fucking Ozark.
Ah,
Yeah, no, it's terrible. But that's why one thing I did notice though about a lot of CG and all that stuff is that like I don't know if it's because I don't be caring, but like you ever get these people who are like they'll look at scenes and like, oh, the CG so bad, you can see the green screen and da 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 da, and I just be like, bro, I'm not gonna hold you. I don't be giving a fuck about none of this.
I'm the same way. Whenever
I
I'm
never,
watching
I
a
never see
movie or
this.
playing a video game, graphics are nice, but they take a backseat to the story for me. So if it's a good
Fuck a
story,
back seat. That shit is
I'll
in the
enjoy it.
trunk for the most
And
part. Like as long as it's decent, nigga, I don't care. Like
and most of the complaints that niggas were talking about, they look bad in stills. Like when you take a screenshot and the
yeah,
bitch is standing still.
yeah,
In
but like
motion,
between the
it don't
camera
even look
cuts,
that
the
bad.
motion, and the way that they present, yeah, like you can hide
Yeah.
a lot of that shit.
Niggas just like to nitpick. It's not that bad.
And I see it a lot. Like people did that a lot with like a lot of the Marvel movies and some of the CG. And don't get me wrong. And I was like, listen, like it's amazing that y'all niggas will pick all the CG out of Endgame and this and that, bro. I watched Black Panther and I saw some of them suit physics and they look like shit, and no one said a word. And so I'm just confused at what constitutes good as CGI and what doesn't.
That's
So at this
because
point,
all the Marvel nerds that are nitpicking Endgame and all these other movies probably didn't see Black Panther because they're racist.
um, maybe, maybe. But yo, so anyway, back to this whole fun zone concept, right?
Mhm.
Um, I want to stay here for a moment because I
You
think
want to stay in the fun zone?
I'm always in the fun zone, buddy.
Same.
But the silly zone, if you will,
The bozo zone.
the bozo zone. But the bozone layer. um, but the thing that I think is a little not odd, but I think it's just amazing to me how similar the responses are, whether it be a man or a woman, to the same stimulus, right? And so what I mean by that is like women who get friend zoned and fun zoned, I would imagine probably lash out in some of the same ways that niggas do. Obviously not like violence, because niggas got a monopoly on that. But in terms of like thought processes, like, because I've seen a lot of women who just turn to like incel shit because they've been friend zoned or because they
Mhm.
just shit not working. And it's just like there's no introspection, there's no self awareness. It's just it's me, and that's my thing. Like I'm not gonna say that everybody who gets fun zoned is like this is an issue, but it's like, do you think that's like they see you as one of the guys just because you're funny, or is there more to it? Because again,
I would assume it's more because most niggas will try to fuck anything.
yeah, that's what I was kind of getting at. Like niggas be wanting who they be wanting, and if you make them laugh all the time, I can't see how a nigga would want you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I'm just like going off of what I know. Like I know there's mad just women I met who have been mad funny, and I'm thinking to myself like, yeah, 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 I gotta throw something your way, 100%, hundred
What you
percent.
throwing you?
What you mean? What I'm throwing? What you mean?
Me?
So but yeah, you know what? I'll tell you what. For episode 50, maybe we can have the person who was getting fun zoned on here, and they can explain the concept to us. I think that might be interesting enough.
What episode are we on?
49.
Oh, okay. Well, you got a week to convince them to come on.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see, we'll see. But yeah, nah, yeah, I don't think we have to stay in here in too much longer because I don't know, I don't have much great commentary on the fun zone, and it's just a hilarious concept to me. Like niggas just love to spend time with you, but like don't want to wife you. That's just mad strange to me.
Maybe they just legitimately respect women
Oh
as
no,
people
impossible,
and wouldn't mind having
impossible
a woman as
challenge,
a friend.
impossible challenge.
I, I, I,
No,
I have women that are friends that I'm not
no, you
trying
don't.
to.
You're just waiting for your chance. That's all.
You're right. They
Yeah,
bad too.
they're a man. You couldn't possibly have a friendship with a woman.
It sucks being a man because you can't have friendships with women.
Yeah, even if you want them, like your just body, it's biology. You just won't allow you, right?
Yeah, I can't. If I can't conquer you, we can't associate with each other.
It's just unga boonga. That's all.
It's funny. I saw an article earlier today that said men can smell women when they're horny.
I believe it. It's
It's
a lot of
literally
pheromones and hormones and
yeah.
shit like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Like
believe it.
you don't detect the smell. Like it doesn't smell like anything, but
Yeah, it's not
it's
conscious.
just
No,
like
no.
you know.
It's on like a subconscious level. Yeah, no, no. I
Mhm.
mean, think about it. It's like that's why two people can look at each other. All they have is eye contact, and it's just yeah, yeah. It's just certain things that are, it's just beyond the pale of what we know.
I'm
Um,
imagining a nigga like in a public place and they just get a whiff of some horny
some
pheromones and they searching around
pheromones.
and they somehow detect out of 1,000 people the exact person that's
He's
horny.
saying, yeah, man.
Hold on now.
Hold on.
What's that? What's that
He,
smell?
he said, okay, okay, don't turn around right now. But you see Shorty in the green dress? She fucking with some. She fucking with one of us. I don't know who. She fucking with one of us. So you gonna go over first, see what's
It's a
up.
1,000 people on the fucking train or wherever you are, and you think it's one of y'all.
Oh, that's the ego. That's the conscious. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on now.
At least he
Like,
was nice enough to say one of us and not yo. She fucking with me. You at least put your man's on a little bit. It, it, a little bit.
he said, all right, you go first. If she not feeling you at all, leave immediately. Don't screw this up for everybody. Oh nah, these She-Hulks is
Yeah,
we.
that buff she owed that. I'm trying to
Even
get
like the one
crazy.
before that, that's like slightly buff. I don't know, man. I just feel like they could have did a lot more with the. She just don't look good, which is a shame because it's like it would have been so easy to make her look good. I don't understand how that didn't happen.
Part of it to me is like they don't add any muscle to her when she just literally just turns green. Like there's stills of her where like her arms literally just look like
There's a couple where
arms.
she looked
There's
kind of
no
strong. It's just, you know what it really is? It's this
well
dog shit wig. That's actually the problem.
Yeah, no, her hair looks atrocious. It looks
I'm looking
terrible.
at this shirt like stills. It's this
Is
ugly,
the wig is
despicably
god
terrible wig.
awful, bro. It's so bad. I don't
Because
know why they were. Well, I mean, I know
yeah,
why they did it because they're trying to do the whole courtroom drama because she's a lawyer thing, and that's like a lawyer hairstyle. But that wig is atrocious.
bro, they could have used the woman who's playing her, her actual
Her
hair. This
normal hair,
shit
yeah.
stinks. I'm looking at it. It's just not it. Yeah, no, I think they dropped the ball on this, but
They still
also
got until I think was it come out in July or August? They got plenty of time to fix it. Like they fixed
I,
Sonic when it
mhm.
first came out.
I think the other thing we do have to be cognizant of is that this is a Marvel movie with a woman at the helm of it,
Well, I mean, a Marvel show,
a
but
Marvel
same
show
thing. Yeah.
with a woman at the helm of it. So there's a lot of these critiques aren't in good faith. Mine are. I don't listen. I ain't.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
really fuck about that. But a lot of critiques outside of us are
they're just
not in good
shitting
faith.
because it's a woman leading. Yeah,
Uh, but
can't
yeah,
imagine. I don't even want to know the shitstorm that the Miss Marvel show is gonna bring up.
oh, is it Miss Marvel show? You got the
Yeah,
trailer for that or something? No.
they took the trailer for that a while ago.
Hey,
Kamala Khan,
Harris?
um,
Sorry, no.
it's pronounced Kamala.
Harris?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, I'm looking. I guess they did drop a trailer.
they shot the trailer a while ago. Yeah,
I don't, I don't listen when they launched those
you're
new
not even.
phases and they were talking about the movies. Like I never saw any of that. I never saw the phases. I saw something yesterday. It was like something
Did you
I
see the
seen.
movies, or you didn't see the phases,
I
or?
haven't seen anything. Nigga, I haven't even watched like Shang-Chi. I haven't watched any of this shit. Endgame was the last Marvel anything I saw.
I haven't watched
And
Shang-Chi yet
no,
either.
that's DC. Never mind.
I just watched the Turtles like a month or two ago because
Who?
it was
Oh
free
yeah.
on Disney Plus.
Yeah, no, I didn't watch that either. Um, but yeah, no, when they were rolling out the phases, I didn't watch any of the things. So I don't know anything about anything happening.
I
Like
was
I'm looking
invested.
at
I watched all that shit.
yeah, like I'm looking at it like X Deaths of Wolverine. Oh, okay. The Fantastic Four, Moon Girl. Okay. You guys could be lying, but who knows?
I was gonna say whatever you're looking at is fake because Wolverine hasn't been
You know, it
mentioned
has to
once.
be. I'm looking at it. I'm like, dog, that was
Yeah,
supposed to
nah,
come
this
out
shit is fake.
January of this year.
Nigga, the
Um,
X-Men haven't even been announced yet. And I mean, Professor Xavier was in Multiverse of Madness,
okay,
but
this one's
other than that,
legit, I suppose. Agatha, House of Harkness. What? Okay,
she
Miss
was the
Marvel.
antagonist from Wanda Vision,
Sure,
the show.
sure. Miss Marvel, Moon Knight, Ironheart. Ironheart's the black girl that's
Riri Williams. She
yeah,
becomes
yeah.
the new Iron Man or Iron Man.
Secret Invasion, Spider-Man freshman year. God, give it a rest.
I don't know if Spider-Man freshman year is legit because they just had No Way Home.
That's on the Marvel website.
Also, they already have another Spider-Man movie planned.
I don't know if it's a movie or a series, but it's something planned.
I would assume it's a movie because Spider-Man's like their biggest shit. That's
Let me see.
that's
It's a
cool because I was
series.
wondering where. Really,
Hmm.
that's
It's an
interesting.
animated series. Peter
Oh, okay,
Parker.
never mind. I thought it was like gonna be a big Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland. It's an animated series. That's whatever. I'm not really.
Yeah, they got Echo. I don't know what the hell that is. I don't be knowing none about none of this shit. To be honest with you.
Moon Knight was good. You should watch that. And it's especially good for you to watch because it doesn't tie into anything else you just listed as a standalone series. It's just a interesting show,
And the Walk Hard, Give Me the Runs.
and that too. Yeah, that's actually the
Uh,
main part.
that's like the biggest thing, right?
Yeah,
Most notable consequence. But yeah, no. So I don't be knowing none of these. Or I don't be paying attention to none of this shit. I just be kind of just yeah, it's Black Panther 2, Thor: Love and Thunder, Hawkeye. Did Hawkeye ever come out? It did, right?
yeah, I got came out a while
Niggas
ago.
must have not liked that. I didn't hear shit.
I heard a lot. Niggas liked it. I didn't watch it though because Hawkeye is the most boring, bland, fucking Avenger to me, so I didn't watch it. But
Hey, Captain Marvel 2, Quantum Mania. Okay. Y'all niggas just making shit up. Armor Wars. What in the world?
Armor Wars is gonna be basically Tony Stark's Iron Man suits,
Oh
and
my
Rhodey's
god.
gonna be in it. War Machine Don Cheadle, he's gonna be in
Oh
it.
my god. You niggas are milking this shit. Who gives
I
a
mean,
fuck?
isn't that the whole point?
Yeah, I don't, bro. Who the fuck wants a War Machine series? That's basically what this is.
A lot of people.
Hmm.
I mean, I said the same shit about Peacemaker, but I watched that shit and that shit was amazing.
Well, I mean, yeah, Peacemaker was good, but
After Suicide Squad, once they announced a Peacemaker, I was like, who the fuck gives a
but
fuck about Peacemaker?
yeah,
And then that
okay, I
shit came
guess
out,
yeah,
and I love
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit.
I think they did it in the wrong order though, right? Because like typically you would do like the individual ones leading up to it. Yeah, I think I didn't watch anything as related to Suicide Squad. I didn't really care. Like I said, I don't be caring about a lot. I just watch it and just keep it moving. Um, all right, so I guess our last topic. What do we have?
So you didn't watch the new Suicide Squad, the good one?
I didn't watch. I didn't watch anything.
Oh.
I don't watch like movies. I don't go to the movies to see them, and if they're not on free, even if they're on the free streaming like services, I typically don't watch them anyway. But like no, I'm not going to the movies. I don't even look up the links. So no, I don't even know. Like I said, I still ain't watched Shang-Chi. I ain't watched Eternals. I haven't watched like 2020 Marvel movies. Let me think. Yeah, 2020 Marvel movies. What came out?
I don't think anything came out in 2020, did it?
Or 20, like the 20, like I'm trying to think between Endgame and
Did you watch let's see, what came out after Endgame?
I'm looking now. Ant-Man and the Wasp didn't watch. Captain Marvel didn't watch. Uh, what else? Thor Ragnarok did not watch.
Thor Ragnarok was good. You should
I
watch
didn't
that.
see either of the Spider-Mans. I didn't watch Black Widow. I didn't watch Shang-Chi, Eternals.
I
Oh, there's
didn't
three
watch Black
Spider-Mans that
Widow
I
either.
didn't see. Never mind. I didn't even see Homecoming.
Um I watched
Doctor Strange.
I watched part of the first movie and part of the second movie. I didn't really care about them. I watched the third movie, No Way Home, just because every Spider-Man was in that movie. I had to
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just especially with some of the Marvel movies, it's like it's kind of like I don't know. I feel like I've just seen enough to where I'm like, bro, it's the same formula, and I just get tired of it. I just genuinely get sick of just I don't know. I don't know. Like,
Superheroes.
nah, not really. It's just Marvel movies seem to have a formula, and I know that some of these diverge from that formula.
I was about to say
But the
they
problem is,
Marvel does have a formula, but some of the movies you listed diverge from it.
yeah.
Like
But the problem is,
Eternals,
I won't
different.
know that until I've spent 3 hours watching it. Because people's reviews are terrible. Like their reviews
I
are
was gonna
like
say
it's just
most of the
so
Marvel
subjective.
movies that have low reviews are Marvel movies that diverge from the formula, and
Yeah,
all
but
the
that's not
Marvel
always
nerds
good
didn't
though.
like them.
Yeah, like sometimes, like as much as I hate the Marvel formula, it's better than what they could be giving me. So yeah, so I don't know. I don't be like. It's not like I hate them. I don't even have like no opinions on them. I just be like, huh, okay.
I mean, yeah, you can't hate them if you don't watch them.
I mean, you literally can hate things without watching. People do it all the time, but people hate. Yeah. Anyway, what else? What else? All right. So our last topic. Well, it doesn't have to be our last, but I figured it would be. We could either cover the playoffs so far, or we could do
I,
a
I
Kendrick
don't know
album review.
why. I thought you were about to say the plague.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, I guess we could talk about monkeypox, right?
Oh man,
We could do a Kendrick album
monkey
review, the playoffs, or I
or
suppose
monkeypox.
monkeypox.
The chimp event is upon us.
I mean, I guess we wouldn't even really have much for monkeypox. So I guess we could do that and something else. I don't know.
I mean, there's really nothing to say with monkeypox. Niggas got it.
Yeah, monkeypox has
That's
like a 10% mortality rate, though, if I'm not mistaken, which is pretty insane.
really.
Hmm.
I didn't actually look up what monkeypox was. I just saw pictures of niggas with like boils and lesions and pus
And
filled.
the main carrier of monkeypox is still unknown. So
It's not monkeys. I mean,
mm-mm.
why is it called monkeypox?
I don't know. I don't know how these niggas come with these
Wait,
names.
no, are you serious? It really doesn't come from monkeys?
No, they have. Hold on, let me see. Their closest link they think is African rodents, but they
Why
don't.
is it called monkeypox? And if it's African rodents, how is it in India?
Well, I'll tell you what. The
Racially
virus
motivated?
has been recovered from in a lot of areas in Africa, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
I mean, monkeypox has been around for a while. Niggas were getting monkeypox in the Congo in the
Yeah,
90s.
but
Pretty
yeah,
sure.
so the majority of the infections are in Africa, correct? I'm gonna
Like,
leave it at that. That's it. I ain't gonna say nothing else.
I mean, we don't know enough.
Oh, never mind. I
Ignorance.
see why. I was gonna say it was racially motivated, but
I mean, we can still say that. I say everything's racially
apparently it
motivated.
occurred in colonies of monkeys kept for research
Okay, so what's
in
monkeys?
1958. So
This
they
is there
first
was a
seen,
movie about
but
this.
monkeys aren't like the primary carrier. It's not like, you know what I mean. They just got it from probably some rats or something else.
Mm, and we called it monkeypox because we got it from
Cause, no,
monkeys.
because we saw the monkeys get it. We said, "Oh damn, what's the shit y'all got?
That's crazy.
Oh, this it's like a pox, but with the monkeys. I got their own monkey pox.
So is monkeypox more deadly than smallpox?
I don't, I don't know. Like, let's see.
You said 10%. That's kind of crazy.
Monkeypox mortality rate.
10% is
Uh,
crazy because COVID isn't COVID like 1% or less than 1%?
COVID's less than that.
That's
They
10% is
also
scary.
vary though. They vary from 1% to 15. The highest risk of death in young children. But I do think, not to be very rude, but we are speaking of unvaccinated kids in the Republic of Congo.
Yeah, no, I
Which
get
I
what you
mean,
mean.
granted, it may or may not mean anything.
I mean, how do you even vaccinate for monkeypox? Is there is there a vaccination for smallpox?
Hmm. We got a vaccine for monkeypox too.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, somebody else brought it up like on some conspiracy theory shit. Like, wow, isn't that interesting? A new disease comes out and they've already got something for it. And I'm like, do you guys
Can
understand
we
that
get those as kids, like with the rest of our
outbreaks?
shots?
No, we nigga, monkeypox don't exist nowhere in America for the most part.
And until we bring it here,
Oh, right. So you gotta understand, like we have
we
these type
haven't
of
needed to be
things sitting on
vaccinated for it.
ice, but like nigga, it's not
Yeah,
here. What would I be doing with it? I'm not gonna give it to the Africa for free. We're capitalists, nigga.
that's fucked up.
Yeah, of course. But that's what I'm saying. So like, I'm just like, bro, like we have like there's outbreaks that happen all around the world. There's people in labs all around the world who may be getting American money to where like, all right, if you're in a lab in Congo or you're in a lab in Africa, they like, yo, look, find a little monkeypox joint because that shit going crazy over there. But it ain't coming back here because nigga buffalo pox, camel pox.
The fuck are these real?
Yes, these are real things. They're related to all different. They're related to smallpox. All these things. And my whole point is, nigga, we don't got buffalo, so why would I need a buffalo pox vaccine? You get what I'm saying? Even though they
Yeah.
don't have a vaccine for buffalo pox, I'm scared.
Oh damn, Buffalo Pox about to wipe us out, yo.
Cooking.
Who's up next out of Atlanta? Buffalo. Is this new disease up next out in Atlanta?
um. Yeah. So what you want to do? You want to do NBA? You want to do
Yeah,
Kelly?
let's
What you
do
do?
NBA
All right.
because
Cool.
I've got some thoughts on the Suns.
Yeah. So I guess I'm not gonna do the whole playoffs because I don't really give a shit about like first and second round too much. Well,
Yeah,
first round too much. But obviously first and foremost, the Suns collapsed in Game 7.
I legitimately don't understand how this happened. How do you in Game 7? How do you just
Come out
not
that
show
flat.
up?
Yeah, I don't. I
Like,
think.
how is that even possible?
mm, Excuse me, but I think the big thing was, I mean, the Mavericks played a great game, one. But
And
even beyond that, I think
there's
the
no
Ma-
reason one player should have the score for your entire team at the half under any circumstances. That's not,
yeah,
especially in Game 7.
but I think you kind of was seeing it. Like I think this was a culmination of the last like 3 or 4 games where you were seeing what was happening. They were pretty much just blitzing Devin Booker, forcing him to distribute the ball, and you got a lot of people around him who can't create their own shot. And some
Yeah.
of the people who can, like Chris Paul, can create his own shot, but he was just too tentative. He was too. I mean, I was looking at some of his stats for the last like 4 or 5 games, and you didn't really need the stats to tell you, but there were games where like he took 6 shots, seven
Hmm.
shots, and it's just like, dog, that's not enough. Why would
Also,
you think as Chris Paul you can score 9 points in a game and we're gonna win?
I also don't understand why, because in the previous series he was balling out. Was
Both the
he?
previous series last year. Last year, Chris Paul was taking over games in the fourth. Like we saw it plenty of times where like
Yeah,
he would come down the court and just pick and roll. I'm getting the mid range jump shot I want, and I'm hitting it every time. Like I remember this. I vividly remember Chris Paul literally coming to like shooting 15 shots certain games, 17, 18, 19 shots certain games because it's like, look, bro, I got it going. I'm gonna make my own shot. Y'all can't stop this shit because Devin Booker's sitting on the wing, and so on and so forth. So I think Chris Paul was just tentative, and they said he was injured. The injury would explain why he was tentative, but I don't know. I feel like they do this every time with Chris Paul. Every time he bow out, it's an injury. It's an injury we ain't know about, and it's just like I'm tired of that
yeah.
shit, man. I'm tired of y'all throwing that little option select out there every time a nigga fuck up.
I
It's
was
just
gonna say at this point it's becoming an excuse.
yeah, nah, it's literally an OS. It's like, all right, look, just in case, I was hurted. I was hurted a lot.
I mean, to be fair, that nigga is old as shit. So I mean, he
And it's the
probably was
playoffs.
hurt.
He probably was hurt. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna say it wasn't. My thing is that you were on the court, bro. I don't give a fuck. You were on the court playing the game. If you that hurt, then stay home. Don't play.
Also, last season, literally, like you just said, when he was doing all that dominating shit last season, didn't he fuck up like either his shoulder or his elbow to the point where he couldn't shoot
Exactly.
and was still playing?
Exactly. So I don't know. I don't know, but I definitely think in the offseason the Suns are gonna have to make some changes because they need shot creation off the bench. They need shot creation from someone else because Devin Booker's the only guy who can him and Chris Paul, but apparently
Yeah.
Chris Paul wasn't gonna do it. So the Mavericks from just said, all right, well, if only one guy create his own shot, we block him, and then y'all just close out on every other shooter. They can't put the ball on the ground because they can't make their own shot. They have to take that contested three or the contested whatever. So just play high on Devin Booker. If they kick it out to somebody else, just close out. Make them drive to the basket. Them niggas don't want to do that. None of them create a shot. And that's what we saw. I just didn't think it'd be this. I didn't think it'd lead to a 50-point game. Like
No,
I could
that's
have easily
insane.
saw them getting blown out again, like another 20-point loss, but like 50, 50 dog, like, and it was early. And the thing I
And
hate
then
is like,
the fucked up part was Chris Paul came out shooting in the fourth quarter. Like, what
yeah,
are
I don't
you
even know
doing
why.
this for?
Yeah, that's what
Just
I'm saying.
padding
But
stats?
and yeah, that's part of the other thing where if it's like, yo, if he's injured, then like just you're down 40. Like, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the part that I don't like even more so, where it's just like if my man is injured and this game's clearly over, what is he still out here for? Pride? Like,
Pretty
you know what I'm
much.
saying? Like, and it's just like, dog, he's injured already. Why is he still out here playing? He's 38, 37, some shit like that. Like, bro, what is he still out here for? I
That
don't, I
old
don't,
man off the court.
I don't understand. But before that, you had well, not before that, same round, you had the Bucks and the Celtics. I remember telling my brother before this series began, I was telling him, listen, man, without Chris Middleton, it's gonna be tough for Giannis. But if Giannis get these niggas through this series, he's the best player in the world, bar none.
He almost did.
Because
He
and
took
he
him to game
almost did.
seven.
And honestly, I'm not even gonna hold you. I think he still proved to me he's the best player in the world, even even though he lost in Game 7.
Nigga put up insane stat lines.
Yeah, yeah.
Insane.
In Game
Unbelievable.
6, he had 40 and 20 and lost,
Like, what more can you do?
and then nothing, nothing more. Like, and that's my whole thing. Like, he nigga showed me. He showed me straight up. Like, he hello.
That was me coughing. I'm sick.
Oh, I was about to say what they doing though. But yeah, nah. To me, I think he proved that he's the best. Like a lot of times we suffer from recency bias. You know what I mean? Where it's like the most recent guy to go crazy is the best guy in the league. Like people did it with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy
Mm-hmm.
Butler played good like the first game of his series against the Celtics, and they're like, "Oh, Jimmy's one of the top 10 players in the league." I'm like, "Stop doing that. Stop doing that." Jimmy is playing out of his mind right now. And of the niggas left in the playoffs, yeah, he's obviously one of the better
He's been
players
playing
left.
out of his mind since he got to the playoffs, honestly.
Right, but think about it. People fail to realize like the bubble season, he went ape shit. Went absolutely ape shit against the Lakers in that finals. He had two triple doubles, a
Mm-hmm.
40-point triple double. in that final series. Like he went crazy. He went wow. And then next year they went to the playoffs and he stunk it the fuck up. And then this year they got to the playoffs and he said, nah, I ain't stinking shit up. So my whole point is, I'm like, you can't be otherworldly then stink. And then now you're playing great again. And I'm just going to put you back in that top five. Like, nah. I need to see more from you. Need to see some more consistency because he's playing great. He looks like the leader of that team. The Heat looked like a good team. They didn't look like a good team last night. But
Nah, yeah.
they look like a good team. But
how old is Jimmy Butler?
I think 32, 31. Right? Let me see. Jimmy Butler, Age. Yeah, he's 32. But yeah, so I don't know. I think that Heat Celtics series ought to be good. It's been too many blowouts, and I don't want to see that anymore. I don't know what's going on with all these blowouts in the league. I think it's just all the threes, right? Like all these teams are just like some of these teams just get out of their rhythm and they're just like, oh, we're down 10, we got to be superheroes, and then they just start taking only threes challenge, and then it's like, well, if you're
and then the deficit
yeah,
collapses
the
even
threes
more.
don't hit, and now you're down 16, and now once you're down 16, you gotta hit some threes now, so you just keep shooting them. It's like a sunken cost fallacy where it's just like, well, I'm already down because I've been missing my threes. So I got to keep shooting because if I make them, I can come back. And you're like,
It's like what nigga said, Steph Curry ruined the NBA.
I mean, at this point, it ain't even Steph. Like, y'all grown men. This is on y'all. Y'all know what the score is, nigga. If you down 10 points, you don't need 3 straight threes. You don't.
Definitely hit 3 straight threes, though.
That's crazy because not this year. And that's even
Yeah, no,
another
that
thing.
game against Memphis was insane. I was blown away.
Yeah, even that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I understand, like, it's an away game, but the Warriors are good for that. The Warriors are good for turning the ball over and sometimes not hitting. Like, they threes just don't be hitting sometimes.
Yeah, but that game, I've never seen
Yeah,
them blown out like
yeah.
that before.
The margin was really like, okay, I could have seen y'all losing by 17, 18, 19, like getting stepped on. But like, how y'all get blown out by 40?
I
That one
know
don't
it's
even
fucking
add up. Like,
insane.
that's just a scenario like y'all niggas just didn't feel like
And them
y'all
niggas just acting like it wasn't even happening. Draymond Green was dancing in the crowd, and then the next game
yeah,
they came back and won. I'm just like,
yeah.
what do y'all be doing? How does y'all team work?
How do any of these teams work? Like y'all be getting blown out by 25, and then the next game come out and just fry niggas, and
Yeah, like
y'all just swap blowouts.
the
Like shit don't make
fucking
no sense.
the Celtics and the fucking Miami Heat.
Mm-hmm.
They lost first game,
He stepped on them niggas game one, and the
and
Celtics
then
came
game
back. All right,
two,
I'm gonna step on you.
like what is going
He
on?
said,
It's
all
just
right, let
going
me.
tit for tat.
Same thing with the Mavericks. Mavericks got blown out game one. I'm not gonna hold you. I think in my opinion, the Warriors are good enough to sweep this team.
Yeah, they definitely are. But will
Like
they?
Luka be damned. Yeah, will they? No. I wholeheartedly believe no. The Mavs are going to get a game, not necessarily because of Luka's greatness, but because the Warriors are turnover machines. And at least one of these games, they're going to do what they always do: turn the ball over a million times. They're not going to hit their threes, and that's it. They're going to lose by 20. Like the
Mm-hmm.
Warriors are just good for that, and that's the one thing that frustrated me the most. Like that ball will move. They got great ball moving, great basketball IQ, but sometimes you see it hurts them. Sometimes they try to do too much. Like you just like, no. I see a pass. It's a bounce pass in the world's smallest window, and you're like, bro, come on. You're like, no. But if I get it to
No,
him,
but if
it's
I
it's
do get
Steph.
this,
It's
yeah,
Steph wide open. He's gonna hit that. Yeah, sure. But can you get the pass to him? Turnover. Nope. Nope. And then like you see it. Like there was even the last game against Memphis, the game they won. I watched like the first 3 quarters of the game, and it was just that. It was literally them giving Memphis every chance they could. Now Memphis just wasn't hitting. They weren't hitting any of their shots. So it was like, well, ain't much you can do. Like you can't score less than 100 against a team turning the ball over a million times. That don't even make sense. Like they're giving you extra possessions all game, and y'all couldn't score 100 still. Y'all was just breaking.
yeah. Mm.
But yeah, I don't know. I think to me, I think the finals is probably gonna end up being the Mavs and the Celtics. Or not Mavs. I'm sorry, the Warriors and the
The
Celtics.
Warriors. Yeah.
Um, And I think that's going to be a real good matchup. I think if it's Warriors and Celtics, I think Celtics beat them. I think the Celtics win. Only
Best
because,
team defensively in the league right now,
yeah, and only
and the
because
Warriors stay turning the ball over.
I have been saying this for a while. Like, I don't think Steph is that clutch. People like niggas will swear Steph is like that, and I'm just like, from what I've seen, look, I always said it. Sometimes I said it jokingly, but sometimes I really meant that shit. Steph was carried by KD, bro. That was the best shit that could have ever happened to Steph. Where it's
I was
just,
gonna say, does Steph need to be clutch when usually them niggas don't need a clutch? Them niggas just be throwing
yeah,
threes up.
exactly,
But the
right,
games
yeah,
where they're
yeah, yeah.
not hitting threes, then they need some saving.
But that's the thing, like it's like they don't need clutch because, like you said, most of the point they hit their threes, they take care of the ball, and they blow teams out because they play defense, they do everything else.
Yeah,
So it's like, yeah, for the most part, if I'm at 15, nigga, there is no clutch. Ain't no dagger threes, nigga. The dagger was in the the third quarter. Um,
yeah,
but that's my
exactly.
worry because from Jason Tatum, I've seen it. That nigga said straight up, nah, we closing games out, bro. Al Horford is in his prime apparently. Marcus Smart is still Marcus Smart. Jalen Brown's playing well. Grant Williams decided he's really that nigga or something.
Yeah, he
So
just woke up one day and decided, yeah,
yeah,
I'm
and
him.
so my thing is, I think the Warriors starting lineup is great. It's solid, of course. The starting lineup is the starting lineup, but I think their problem is going to be who then comes off the bench. Like they have Kuminga, and Kuminga is a very solid player, but they don't. I don't
They
think
don't really
he's.
use him like that. Like the
They
last two
don't.
games, he didn't even play. Game before last, he had nothing.
Yeah, and I think he's a solid player, but I think he's not ready for finals game
Yeah,
play. You know what I mean? Because like you saw in the other game, that one game he did play, he played well throughout the whole game. Because I mean, a good amount of his stats came in garbage time, but even beyond that, like you could see early on, they put him in the game. I don't know if he was in there to start or if he was just in the game like early, but he looked like mad, like nervous. He was trying to do too much. He
hmm
could turn the ball over. He was, you know what I mean? Like you could just tell he's 19, dog. He's literally
yeah,
19.
he's
Like
a
you could
kid.
tell he was like just nigga was just so eager, just yeah, ooh, ooh. It's like, bro, relax, bro. So I think the depth wise, the Warriors lose, and of course, obviously, Warriors got elite shot making, shot creation. But my thing is, okay, are you expecting Klay Thompson to be the old Klay every game? Because if you are, I don't think that's enough. Like, I think y'all gonna need that every game, or otherwise, because if Klay has a
Man,
three
I
for
get that.
10 from three game, y'all lost, y'all lose, because that means that's a close game, and then I don't trust Steph Curry to close out those close games, unfortunately. So I don't know.
Everybody got to hit their threes. You need all three Splash Brothers to be splashing.
And then you need something from Kevon Looney. Like, you know what I'm saying? You need another fourth or fifth guy to give you some solid PT. And it's just like, who's that gonna be on any given night? It should be Wiggins, but often it's not.
Yeah. And then fucking what's his name? Gary Payton's out with a
Yeah, right. He's
destroyed
out
elbow.
because of Dylan Brooks' bum ass. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's gonna be a tough outing for the Warriors if they do. I think they got enough to get past the Mavs just because I think the Mavs overachieved. Um, I think they're a
You mean
good team.
Luca overachieved?
No, not just Luca. Not nigga. Spencer Dinwiddie was
I was gonna say
was
Dinwiddie.
was
No, he went
violating
crazy.
niggas in
That
Game
last game
Seven,
against that was
and it's funny because I literally was talking to my brother like a couple days before about a video I had seen of this like some dude like not an ordinary hooper, but the guy was like a D1 hooper,
mhm.
and he had seen Spencer Dinwiddie at a gym, and he called him out, and him and Spencer Dinwiddie 1v1, and it was just like I was like, bro, Spencer Dinwiddie has this bag. What is this? Like I'm sitting there thinking, like, bro, I did not know Spencer Dinwiddie had a bag like this. This is insane. Like he was hitting like silly shit.
I saw a
Like,
tweet that said Spencer Dinwiddie was balling out in Game 7 because he lost all of his money because Bitcoin crashed.
oh yeah, I forgot
Because
about that.
remember,
He
he
did.
said he
He took
wanted
a
his whole
contract or
check
some
in
shit.
Bitcoin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
so
know if
that
he
nigga was
actually
out
ever
here
ended
balling
up
out.
taking that, but
It was a good
um,
joke, regardless, even if he did or didn't. It was just
yeah,
you
no,
got a
great job,
chuckle out
great job. Yeah. But nah, but yeah, it was just one of those things where like you realize like, bro, even like the eighth man on a team it has a bag, bro. It's the
of it.
NBA. Everyone has a bag, bro.
Everybody's good.
Peyton
Except for,
Pritchard will body your shit if you let him. Like, don't fool yourself
yeah,
into
I've
thinking
been
because
losing money like for the last week and a half because of this nigga.
like don't think just because like oh well you don't get no burn on that team that like for example Duncan Robinson they pay that nigga to be a podcaster but like bruh let him get nigga bro he's gonna torch somebody he's gonna torch you and so that was the whole thing with Dimwitty. I genuinely was like I wasn't it's not like I was shocked like in the sense like damn I didn't know he because once I saw that video of the 1v1 I was like nah he got a bag for real I don't care if this is
But
the bum he's playing against.
I will say, I never thought he was a bum, but I will say he was going that hard in game 7 when the Suns wasn't there. So like, does it really mean anything?
Oh
I
yeah, it
mean, it
do
does,
because they
but
wasn't there because he was going that hard.
or maybe he was making shit because they wasn't there.
No, I mean it's both. It's absolutely both. You get what I'm saying? But my thing is he had 30 in 25 minutes.
You know, that's fucking Looney
That's
Tunes.
bag talk.
A
That's
Space Jam.
that's bag talk. Like not only that, but he was 11 of 15, dog. Like that's bag talk. Like that is insane, dog. That is bad. Like, and the funniest part, the whole series, every other game, 10 points. Let me see, 10 points, 4 boards, 4 assists. 2 points, 1 board, 1 assist. And 15 points, 1 board, 3 assists. You get what I'm saying? So it's like for the last 3 or 4 games, he really wasn't doing shit.
Yeah.
Wasn't doing nothing. The game 3, he had 20 points, shooting 6 of 21. Game 2, 17 points, 6 of 18 against the Jazz. So like he was playing terribly against the Jazz. He really didn't play too much. And he wasn't doing really too good against, but boy, did it when it mattered most.
I mean, like you said, when it mattered most,
And it was
and
like I
that's
said,
when it mattered the
it
most.
was truly bad though. Like he was hitting shots, like it was like, but it was Luka was doing so much right that like niggas understood they had to hedge toward them, and then the problem was it's the same thing was happening to the Suns, right? But Spencer Dinwiddie just said, "Oh, okay, so wait, hold on, y'all gonna hedge to Luka and leave me in a 1v1 against whoever?" Against whoever, like literally whoever. I don't care who it is. I'm gonna violate. And so he was bag talk. He was in his bag. And the problem is the Suns had the same opportunity, but nobody decided to like no one had the confidence to get in their bag. Because they have niggas who can do a little something. But niggas just was not confident. It was just no energy. So
Yeah, the
yeah,
Suns
I don't
got
know.
Crowder. They got fucking Bridges. They got
Yeah, Cal
fucking.
Bridges don't he don't got too much of a shot. But again, they got enough. They had enough. Like niggas weren't even taking it to the rack. They
I'm
just
not
there
even
was
thinking
just
about shot.
basic
I'm just
shit
thinking
they were.
about as a player. He
Yeah,
was second in line for Defensive Player of the Year. He should have been doing more on defense.
yeah. Well, there was just basic shit that they weren't doing. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, bro, listen, they're you can see it. Like they're hedging. And, like you got one guy on Devin Booker and then 3 niggas watching him. So
Mm-hmm.
when you get the ball, no one's even looking at you but the nigga you defend. So if you beat him, it's an
It's
easy bucket.
easy. Yeah.
And I'm just like, bro, like you gotta attempt it at least, nigga. You gotta try something, nigga. Niggas just be open and they like, yeah, but I don't really got no, I don't like the shot like right here, so I'm gonna just, bro, if you don't take it to the rack or something, nigga, what the fuck, make something
It's
happen.
game 7. I'm scared.
Oh yeah, word. And the crazy thing is like, bro, Jalen Brunson was like trying his hardest to throw in some of these games, and it
Tell me
was
about it.
just, he said, tell me that. Where you just saw it, where he was just jocking, and niggas was like, "Oh, it's because Luka has the ball and he's taking the ball out of his hands." And I'm like, "Bro, Jalen Brunson is taking bad shots and missing. Come on, bro. I'm watching the game. Like, I'm not looking at the box score. I'm watching the game. I'm watching him get the ball 8 seconds on the shot clock, doing some silly shit and just throwing something out. They're like, yeah, well, it's because Luka had the ball for the other. Bro, you have 8 seconds. That's plenty of time. Don't stop this, please. That's enough time to get a screen, wave the screen off, and still make your own one shot, 1v1. Like, so, I don't want to hear that. Oh, I'm stretching. Woo. I did see his post. This I put it on etc. just because it was funny as hell when I saw it. It was like It was a video like a group of niggas. I think it was like 3 or 4 of them on vacation, and they was like showing the hotel room and all that, and it had to see through the bathroom like in the hotel room, and I just thought that was so funny. Like, bro, you on vacation with your niggas, and you got the see through shower.
They was all sleeping in the same room.
The room had 2 bedrooms or 2 beds, so at least 2 of y'all sleeping in there.
Mm.
That shit was hilarious, though. I was just like, yo, what is going on?
No, that's an interesting choice.
All right, so I'll tell you what. Do I want to cover this Kendrick thing? I could probably do like a 5-minute one because I don't feel like talking about it for not much longer, and we're already over 2 hours.
That's my fault. My hatred of Elon Musk drives me.
He said, I spoke for what felt like hours. Yeah, so I will preface my review with saying I did not hear every song on here. I got through every song with the exception of like 3. Like the 3 or 4 songs I missed. On the back half of it, and the reason why I missed them is because let me be honest with you, I just had no desire to go back and finish this. I feel like this is a forgettable album. I think Kendrick tried some things on this, and some of them worked. I'm not gonna say that they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, and it's funny because it's one of those things where like it's a critique I've had of Kendrick for a while, but this album kind of put it really in the forefront of my mind, where it was just like, bro, like you really just be saying shit, huh? Like you really just be saying shit, like it sound good, but like, you know what I'm saying? What was that? What's that Jay-Z line? Like, it's like just because the nigga is something don't mean that he nice. I forgot what it is. Let's see.
Sure.
Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Come on. Yeah, it's on Blueprint too, right? Yeah, let me show me where that's at. Oh, caught up in a high. Just because a nigga wear a kufi, it don't mean that he nice, which is hilarious because Kendrick has worn a kufi before. Just because a nigga wear a kufi, it don't mean that he bright. Just because you don't understand him, it don't mean that he nice. I mean,
was that a direct shot?
Did he travel back in time?
I saw a tweet that said, and it was from like 2020, so this was before the album. It said Kendrick gonna come back 2 years later out of nowhere and drop a Hebrew Israelite album with Kodak Black on the features. And how did he perfectly
Nah,
nail
no
that?
way. No way that's a real tweet.
Yeah, I'll send it to you if I can find it.
Nah, I should edit it.
It was, you can't edit tweets.
He can.
Yeah, it was from. I'm gonna send it to you.
I don't believe that one.
I'm so glad they added a search function. Let's see.
You lying like shit, boy. Look at this nigga lying, yo. How you gonna lie on the pod? Despicable, yo. You know, I be lying on the pod.
You lied.
Elon Musk is a bozo. That's a lie. I'm lying. Yeah, just the lyrics, and I was like, dog, if this album sounds like it's Smells.